establishment.
Morning, people. Happy Wednesday. It is Wednesday, the 8th of February. Welcome to TDA, the day after, your favorite news platform and the home of popular culture as defined by the culture. And as always, you guys know the vibes. It's lit. Let's introduce ourselves.
It's your boy Big Moss from the east side of the bridge. Morning, people.
And it is your favorite shade queen, Martin Royalty.
And they call me man, the pro-black activist, TDA producer and news analyst, Melanin Jam-packed.
That is right. How is everyone doing this morning? You keep sniffing.
Extremely cold, man. I'm suffering.
Yeah,
man.
I've never seen you this cold in my life.
It's cold. It's proper cold again.
Yeah.
The last 2 mornings in the world, my car's been frozen up.
I told you guys I've got a plan. But I do pray there's no one who's like, was just stop oil, the people that live on my road, because they would definitely get me. Because I leave my car running for a while to defrost.
No, I don't. That's why I'm
either.
always 10
So I
minutes
do my
late.
skincare, as in my face. Then I go downstairs quickly in my robe, start the engine. Then I go back up, moisturize everything else, get dressed, sort my hair out. When I get in my car, it's all melted and it's warm. Nice and toasty.
I just use a thingy of warm water in it
Yeah.
and put it over the car.
Don't that crack the window?
No, it's when you use hot
Yeah,
water.
if it's too hot, then yeah. But I don't have the patience to do all that stuff.
I can't
Or
scrape.
sit in and
That is the ghetto.
I can't do it.
I got spray.
Yeah, the spray as well, but after a while, I'm tired of spraying.
It don't take
Because
long.
the-
though. It's almost instant. Like it's.
It is, but you know what? So
Yeah,
there
the
was
spray.
one time,
The spray's. That's why. That's why 10 minutes.
but there was one time that we had the it was so cold that I did the spray. Yeah, spray wasn't cutting it. Guess what I did? Went back and got a bowl of water, so I could save myself some time.
No, I don't know. I'm gonna have to show you the brand. I got that spray. I got is magic.
Is it?
Once you spray it and it just
done.
goes. Like just spray it maybe like twice. Like just I don't know, douse it a little piece, but
Yeah.
it's done though. Just spray it.
I think that's one of the best inventions. That spray thing. I love anything that makes my life easier. That's my bag.
100%, man.
It's crazy.
No, today's horrible though. But you know what it is? Because normally every time I come here,
Yeah.
I'm eating my cereal in the car, innit? And so I normally get one of my daughter's bowls, yeah, because it's plastic, right?
No, yeah.
So the heat can come through the bowl.
Okay,
And
yeah.
it's warming up my hands and my insides. Today that didn't happen.
Well, you didn't have a cereal.
That's why I'm cold. I'm suffering, man. My hands are freezing.
Yeah, man.
Look,
It's-
the pen is even back.
No,
to
you
front.
know you're
I
going for a
don't
lot. I'll be
even know
honest with
what's
you.
going on.
You really you're going for a lot. Like I've never seen you in this state. I don't like this.
This is my kryptonite. Cold.
Yeah, we can tell.
Anyway, I'm
The
so
melanin
suffering.
and the cold it's not
This is
mixing.
what I'm saying.
It's crazy, man. So this morning I have a theory, right? I think that Rishi Sunak drove past me this morning.
Why?
So I was driving. I can't remember. I just get in the car and go in it. So I can't exactly tell you where I was. But you know, if you go
To be between home and here, surely.
yeah, but there's a lot of like A4s and A0.
Okay, yeah,
Do you know what I
fair
mean?
enough. Yeah,
So I don't know. But I think it was at the Limehouse. You know the tunnel. You don't know the tunnel I'm talking about, do you? When you come out of Rotherhithe Tunnel, and then you turn right. No, that's my left. That's right, left.
You go
yeah.
left and go around and stuff.
Yeah, there's like, and then it splits into two, where you either come Brentsway or you go to Canary Wharf. I think it's a Limehouse Link tunnel or something like that. Anyway.
That's where it is, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You got me. Anyways, yeah. So basically, I'm about to turn, yeah, which I think, and I just think this country shows me more after, day and day after that there's important people and the rest of us are just peasants, right? The light is green. And the way it is, yeah, you don't turn at like a 5. You turn at like in a 20. You're safe to do so because it's wide enough, right? I just see this little policeman on his motorcycle with a whistle, like it's sports day, whistling up the place. First of all, you're lucky I can hear you through what I was listening to because your little legs could have been got. Actually, I would have been in jail. But anyways, he then parks like kind of as if like it's like a blocking kind of thing. Blocks and he's like, stop. I'm like, okay. So then I'm like, all right. Then I see one of his other little friends in a little motorcycle. And I'm like, I know you're lying. You did not stop cars for motorcycles to go past. Then the second one comes. Then the third one comes. And now we're all just at a standstill. And I'm just like, okay. So now I'm going to reverse because I'm not about to have anyone come out of nowhere and hit me. Then he's like, no, you don't need to do that. I said, all right, cool. Sitting there, then I just see like 6 cars, 6 black tinted out cars going. I'm like, oh, that first thought was a queen. Then I remember she died. So it can't be her. then I didn't really think Charles is the one to wake up in the morning. I don't know if
Can you imagine?
he don't like a morning person because Charles is in the bad mood in the afternoon.
All the time.
I can't imagine Charles waking up in the morning. Whoever his PA is, that job. So anyways, I'm like, this must be like maybe the prime minister or something, because really and truly, who is that important in the country to have convoy? And then it made me think as well, I wish I was like a secret service agent. Because while the cars were going past really quickly, I saw this guy like talking to his jacket. I said, that looks so cool. You guys know I'm attracted to power. I said, I didn't even get to see his face. I was like, I thought maybe I wish that was something I did. That'd been cool. So yeah, my theory is it was Rishi Sunak.
So you didn't see like a shadow or?
No, because it was like tinted. So the only person you could see was the front. So the seat, the back seats, the back windows.
Completely thingy.
Completely tinted out. So you could just see men in suits at the front. And obviously, yeah, and just the one man, because obviously the driver's driving, doing whatever he's doing. And I was like, And then they were going the same way I was going. I said, oh no, you man. I'll come to TDA. You done summoned the man. You talk about him every day. And I was like, that's really cool. I wonder where they're going.
Maybe it's Boris.
Yeah, but when you leave though, because that means that Liz Truss is out there somewhere and someone's stopping traffic for Liz Truss as well. And I just refuse to believe that.
Yeah, she didn't meet the threshold though.
Yeah, but she met the threshold to get the money for the rest of her life.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? But it was interesting. I thought, who is important enough to be assigned a convoy in this nation? I would definitely think the royal family. And when I think about it now, it's really out of order that they took away from Harry and Meghan, because imagine them sitting in traffic with me. People just asking them annoying questions. I'll be asking annoying questions. And then, yes, the royal family, and I would think Prime Minister.
It could be some foreign people though, innit? That's,
Oh, yeah, that's true.
yeah, coming to visit.
Do you think more women are attracted to power than not?
100%.
Why do you think that is?
I don't know, Brent. Because basically, you know how my mind works, right? So after that happened,
Tell us.
I started to think about a lot of things.
With Rishi?
No. Ew. No. Just in my personal life, and why it is that I love power so much. Then I started to have flashbacks. Then I started to blush.
Wow.
It was a whole ordeal.
Yeah.
Like my drives here is so dramatic. My life is actually very dramatic.
Yeah.
All this while I'm listening to a sermon.
Oh, wow.
Sermon of God.
Okay.
And I'm lusting in my heart. Then I had to stop it, pray, and say, God, let me focus on your word. It's ridiculous. But there's something about power. I love power.
Marks, why do you think women love power so much?
Because they want to level the playing field.
The what?
They want to level the playing field.
This isn't a feminist
Not
argument.
for them to get power.
No, like we're attracted to power. Why are we so attracted to power?
Because then you have it.
No, we don't have it. You have it.
Yeah, but you
mean
feel
by
like you have
proxy?
it by proxy.
Ah. Okay.
I don't even think that, boy.
So they secretly want to be like men.
Yeah.
Trust me. When my MCM is doing what he's doing, I'm not thinking I'm trying to be like you. I'm not thinking that. I'm just thinking, dang, really good with the power.
So I'm
is this?
talking about sexually, like, attracted to power. It turns them on. Why is that the same thing, brother? Is it why are you saying it's because they want to be like men? How does that make any sense?
You said that. And I just agreed. The statement, you made that statement.
You
I just said, yeah.
I know what you're going to do.
Focus on my
This
question then. Please,
don't
thank
know.
you. Why are they sexually attracted to that? Why did they get turned on because of that? Why do you think?
Because that's normal, innit? Like, that's what...
You ever been a girl?
No, but that's... Women are attracted to, like, alpha men, innit? And power and that, and dominance and that. It goes hand in hand, innit? That's
Actually,
what they
Kevin
like.
said,
You think it's innate then? It's just like biology.
Yeah.
that's what Kevin says about
okay.
safety. Maybe it is that, actually.
Yeah, I think it's biology.
So
It's
you
just-
can take care of things.
That's just what you're just drawn to. That's what they
So
want.
Women
Love
get
it.
wet because a man
All right.
look after.
Something like that.
Apparently, though.
It is attractive, though.
Apparently, though. Allegedly, yeah.
Because even if I'm watching you, like, if I'm watching you work here and you're like, we need to do this coming up the stretch, I'm like, damn.
So God literally wove in this particular innate urge or reaction within a woman's tapestry.
Definitely my tapestry.
And it doesn't matter what they do. Doesn't matter what they do with this whole female empowerment stuff. They still want to be dominated, looked after. Sorry.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Dominated wear. I'm joking. I just think it's just flipping sexy. That's what it is.
You like a stern voice too, innit? A
Brent.
commanding voice.
And this is where my mind started going.
Mm.
Because I started to think of like, you know, like even when like things, when you're having a conversation, it's like be serious.
Yeah.
And then it's like, Esther, come on. Like, what?
Yeah. Yo, those
ridiculous.
male presenting lesbians, what do you call them?
Studs.
Studs. Is that why the studs like get Adam apples and stuff?
What do you mean get?
They have deeper voices.
Oh, I thought you meant like there's some surgery they can do.
I don't know what Brennan's talking about. I don't know.
Because
I
they
don't know.
just it's like a depiction of man, isn't it?
No, but that's sometimes that's why sometimes straight girls are attracted to like what is the word? I think is it male presenting?
Male presenting lesbians.
Yeah, because again it reminds them of a man.
Oh man. So they can't flee it.
Oh, you can't
Doesn't
get
matter
rid.
where they go, they still want men.
You can't get rid of it.
Serious.
Listen,
So
I
they're
just love me a
faking,
man.
they're faking.
Second?
They're faking. They don't.
No, I didn't say that.
Oh.
No, that's not what I said.
No.
To be fair, though, the straight girls who be wanting to experiment, I think that's very problematic, and that needs to be addressed on a later date.
Yeah. Not
Yeah.
today though.
Nah, because it's a bit weird.
I hear that.
Why is it problematic?
Because you can't, like, someone can't be your experiment. Do you know what I mean? Like, if someone's a lesbian, like they want to find love. You can't be a straight girl just trying to have fun and be taking advantage of their feelings. Do you get what I mean?
Sometimes it's the lesbian girls that's turning out the straight girls, though.
Yeah, there's those ones as well. Those ones, their time will come as well. I reckon there's their time will come. Let me not, preempt things, but their time will come. But yeah, sometimes you hear the straight girls like, oh, like I just like they know that the lesbian, say the lesbian is attracted to him or whatever, and they take advantage of that because they just want to have fun. I don't think you should use people's feelings just because you want to have fun and stuff like that. It's a bit weird. But yeah, man, we love a powerful man. I love a powerful man.
Rishi isn't that though, to be honest.
Listen, I would
honest,
never think about Rishi. Rishi was the furthest. As soon as the car went by, my mind then went to my real life.
Suppose he started moving like Putin though,
I would never be attracted to Rishi
because he's
because he's not the guy I'm attracted to. That's why. When I'm in situations, I then mirror.
Oh,
Wait, don't
you
get me in
like
trouble. Wait,
soft give,
I
but
need to clarify
not
this.
Rishi.
You're not gonna ruin my market. Wait a minute. When I am in situations such as this morning, when I thought about power,
Yeah.
I then channeled my inner experiences. So
inner
flashbacks I was
dictator.
having was about my personal life.
Browning.
A Nigerian king.
Browning.
A Nigerian king. It was I drew from my experience.
Yeah.
That's what my thoughts were about.
Yeah.
Not about any other man
Yeah.
or Rishi Sunak.
Can you guys? I don't know why I'm still here. Can you guys? How tall is he? Because he looks
Rishi?
short and like
Nah, he's like Tory Lane's height.
skinny.
Sunak. No, he's probably taller than Putin,
Nah, he's not. I've seen that man in his little suits. He's not that tall.
Yeah, I want to know what little man, right?
He looks because we know
Like he gives off power.
what
to
little
you.
what little man gives me power.
Yeah,
Gives
what
power.
little tiny, like a short, skinny man, like his
Like a
build.
little man. Not little man, but I get what you mean. Like a
Rishi Sunak's build, right?
yeah, okay,
Which one, like celebrity-wise,
okay.
artist, whatever, gives off that same macho vibe for you?
Not one.
Not one.
I can't think of anybody.
Is it hard when it is that you see a short man to basically get that feeling?
No, because I'm attracted to what I'm attracted to anyway. Like I don't like skinny guys. I have body, like I suffer from body dysmorphia that I'm healing from, so I can't be feeling fat and you're over there looking skinny. I'm sorry. What? You're a trigger. I can't have that. But I like bigger guys anyway, just because I feel like you can protect me. You can carry me. If there was an emergency on a date, you can lift me up. No offense. Obviously, I know sometimes people say skinny guys are strong. I don't know. I've never been there. But in my mind, if I got on your back, you might draw. You're running.
Whilst running?
Yeah.
Why is it? I don't understand.
I don't know.
How
You
does he put you on his back like a rucksack and run? What for? To run-
Brent,
to run
this
away
is
from
how
what?
my
A
mind.
bear?
My mind is a
she said
Netflix.
If it's emergency at a date, innit?
It's an emergency. This is how I don't think you guys understand. This is how my mind works. My therapist had to say to me, stop making up shows in your head.
Is that what she said? Can you imagine?
She was like,
stop.
she was like, it didn't happen. Nah, this is my mind, yeah. Wait, we could be here. I told you, all I saw was black cars drive past me. And the next thing I knew, I was thinking of all these other things. And I was just like, how did I even get here? I was like, that's how I got here. But no, I can't think of any actually, Kevin Hart. But he's got muscles though. I like muscles. But yeah, I would say Kevin Hart. I find Kevin Hart very attractive.
He's not skinny though.
That's
Like
the
you
thing,
said,
see?
yeah.
I can't think of any skinny man that I'm attracted to.
So just Putin.
He's
I'm
not
not
skinny
attracted to
though.
him.
He's got big belly. I don't think he's
Not skinny.
not. Like, obviously, he's not like Rishi, but
I'm not attracted to Putin.
he's not.
The power has to come from a man I'm attracted to. Otherwise, sharp, who are you talking to?
But Southgate though, he's not wedge.
We need to talk about Southgate. I just said that man looked good in a certain light one time, and 50
He's
episodes,
not wedge at all, and his face is clapped.
his face is not that clapped.
I need to keep clipping you up because you keep digging yourself. I'm trying to give you an out.
I told you, my out is that I like black men.
I don't even believe you. I don't even believe you.
And I love black men. Do you know what's mad? Because I'll be honest with you, just off the press that I get off of white men on here, I actually, like, God can't do that to me. Because it would I don't think I would ever hear the end of it. Like, I've got to, if I accept that love, I've then got to accept forever being clowned.
Wow.
Do you get what I mean? Do you get what I'm trying to say though?
People get over stuff though, man.
Of course they do.
Do you care about that stuff?
Do you know, I'll be honest with you, I'm only, like, when I tell you, I only see black men. Like, I'm only attracted to black men. So I genuinely have a fear that if I was to be with a non-black man, I would have wandering eyes. Because I can't deny the beauty of a black man. I can't. But when I'm with one black man, I don't see any other black man. That's the only black man I care because I'm with a black man. So imagine not being with a black man. All I will see, beautiful black men.
Can that black man be white on the inside? You get what I'm saying?
Do you know how Nigerian I am?
Yeah, but do you get what I'm trying to say though?
No, I love a cultured man as well.
Okay, cool.
Like, I like someone who's with his culture. Like, you know your culture. Because I want to pass that on to my kids and stuff. Like, I love culture.
No, but I mean just in terms of the wandering eye thing. Because the wandering eye thing's more attractive, innit? About attraction and stuff, innit? Like, if you was with a black man
Yeah.
who was white on the inside, would your eyes still wander?
He was white on the inside.
Yeah.
No, like, I wouldn't be with him.
Yeah, I know. But you wouldn't be with the white man, though.
Yeah, I wouldn't be with a white man, yeah. But I wouldn't be with a black man who, in my opinion, our cultures don't align.
Okay, but if
If your culture is white adjacent,
But if you was, would your eyes still wander?
yeah.
Okay, cool. So it's
I'll
not
look at
just
that
the
Yoruba man that's
appearance.
over there speaking Yoruba and think, why can't you speak Yoruba?
You want Southgate to speak Yoruba?
You don't like the video, man. Like the video, subscribe to the channel. Just get into our first headline. I'm sick of this.
And our first headline is about the earthquake in Turkey. So trigger warning here, some sad news. And rescuers are desperately searching for survivors under the rubble of buildings in southern Turkey and northern Syria after two huge earthquakes on Monday. More than 7,200 people have been killed. But there are warnings the death toll could continue to surge. I'm cold, you know.
I know you are. I'm so sorry. It was like when we were talking, yeah, he was shivering. I saw you had the shakes.
I'm sorry.
To read it.
Nah, let me try. So one rescue worker tells the BBC he has to concentrate on the living as efforts to find survivors head into a second freezing cold night. Can you imagine? Relatives of victims who lived in collapsed buildings have joined frantic rescue efforts in one of the worst hit Turkish cities using pickaxes and crowbars. Some anguished families have said rescue services took too long to respond in some areas. The first 7.8 magnitude quake struck near Gaziantep in the early hours of Monday, followed by a 7.5 magnitude tremor hours later. The next headline is an update about the situation we spoke about regarding Boris Johnson, and how the BBC chairman allegedly helped him to organise a loan, So the BBC chairman, Richard Sharp, has denied that he helped arrange a loan for Boris Johnson when he became Prime Minister. Mr. Sharp was questioned by MPs of his role in loan talks involving Mr. Johnson, which came before the then PM nominated him to chair the BBC board. The government has previously said that Mr. Sharp was appointed on merit. Mr. Sharp told the Houses of Commons Digital, Culture, Media and Sports Committee on Tuesday he had not given Mr. Johnson financial advice. The MPs robustly questioned Mr. Sharp, with one telling him she could not understand why he had not been open and transparent about his involvement in the loan discussions during his appointment process. The BBC chairman's appearance on the DCMS committee followed press reports last month about his role in a loan for Mr. Johnson, weeks before Mr. Sharp was announced as government's choice to be the next chairman of the BBC. Mr. Sharp confirmed he had introduced his friend Sam Blythe to Cabinet Secretary Simon Case in late of 2020, which was shortly before his appointment at the BBC. Mr. Sharp has previously said that Mr. Blythe had told him he wanted to provide financial assistance to Mr. Johnson after reading about the then PM's money troubles in the media. The Sunday Times previously reported that Mr. Blythe's assistance resulted in a loan worth a reported £800,000 to Mr. Johnson. However, Mr. Blythe has since told the BBC it was much less than reported and not fully drawn. And the last headline, I don't know how these did it, because I didn't think they'll be in the news again, right? For at least for some time. But Harry and Meghan are basically back, man.
Mum and Dad.
So the Duke and Duchess of Sussex will be questioned as part of a US defamation case brought by Meghan's half-sister. This comes after a motion to stop depositions, in the civil suit from taking place was dismissed by a judge. Samantha Markle is suing Meghan for defamation and injurious falsehoods following the royal couple's interview with Oprah Winfrey in 2021. She alleges that she was defamed when Meghan falsely and maliciously said she was an only child. The much-anticipated interview with Winfrey saw the couple discuss their families, royal life and mental health. The Duchess's half-sister claimed in a filing submitted in March that Meghan made demonstrably false and malicious statements to a worldwide audience. This case comes after the publication of Prince Harry's memoir, Spare, in January and the couple's Netflix series last year. The deposition, that's pretty much it, man. That's the headlines.
Sorry. You know your coldness here. There's a lot going on in the chat. Firstly, people think that Brendan's got us working in unsavory conditions. My hat is never helping you beat the case, Brendan. I'm sorry. But it's Kevin said the reason why you're so cold is that's that vegan diet.
Nah, man, not at all, man.
Ay. Oh, what a joke.
I'm just an original African,
No,
I
you
can't survive in
honestly,
these places.
when you came in this morning, you look mad. I said, but I knew because you were cold.
Mm-hmm.
And the fact your jacket is still zipped up,
Hey,
I'm sorry, man.
the white man's trying to get me, man.
Yeah, man, the video.
Ain't you foreign out? You're not warming up at all.
It takes a while.
Is it that cool now, maybe? Maybe you should have sat over...
My hands are cold.
Yeah.
Inside, the cold got inside the body.
And
You know what I'm saying? In the bones.
Are you on
Why
a
didn't
t-shirt
you
under
get
the...
Brent to make you a cup of tea or something?
Brendan trying to make a cup of tea. Do you know if people have
it's
said
too
that in the
late.
comments? Brendan trying to get out? Wait, what have you got on under your coat? You don't tell me a t-shirt. Yeah, my empathy's at minus now. Let's get to what you say typical of the day. Damn, Daniel's putting you on blast, boy.
Oh, God. What's Daniel saying?
No, I'm Brent.
Oh.
And his lack of providing you with a hot beverage. Apparently, we've got a coffee machine that Danielle gifted us, and yeah.
You say apparently. Yeah, you've never seen it.
I mean,
First
it's not
of
on
all-
display.
Was this such a long time ago?
First of all,
No, if this is what you want to do.
first of all, don't draw me out just because the heat is on you.
Okay, listen.
Don't set me up.
Everybody listening, please listen to my voice.
I look very cute today.
I offered every single member of this team an opportunity to have a warm breakfast and coffee Every single day.
Every single day.
What was the stipulation?
You have to get here in time to have that.
This is it. I offered everybody, and then what happened? What happened?
Well,
We're
and what
having
happened?
mags coming in 10 minutes late every day. And this is what
And
he
why
said.
are you in
No,
it?
I
This is
don't.
what he said today. He said the reason as to why he comes in late is because he has to basically clean his window. Is that what he said?
What, defrost the window?
Yes.
That's the last 2 mornings, yeah.
But that's not the reason why you come late.
It is?
No, it can't be.
Why?
Because you could just wake up early and do that, knowing full well that it takes 10 minutes, right?
No, because I don't know that the car's going to be frosted in the morning.
You know, your nose is a tiny bit like red. Are you cold?
I think it's a light.
It must be light. My
It
bad.
is a light.
Yeah.
Mm.
Never mind.
Yeah, I don't know when the car's going to be frosted or not. Do you get what I mean?
Because you don't look at the weather
Yeah, I don't.
patterns.
No, I don't check the weather.
So you come downstairs at what, 8?
He's like, damn it, man, it's frosted. It's a cold morning.
And then he just said he has a spray that just takes off immediately, right?
Yeah, it still takes about 10 minutes to do the whole process. I leave my house about 7:15. And if I don't get no delays on the dual carriageway or no frozen,
Yeah.
I get here like 10 to 8.
And so I asked them if they want coffee. They said no, they don't want coffee. So
Well, to be fair, we was coming in and there was no stuff still. Like we was coming in early.
wait. What?
Not us having family domestics on live.
No. I don't understand what Mark
Only
was doing.
Koi got sandwiches. No one else.
Did Koi ask for sandwich?
I don't know.
Yes, she did. You have to tell me what you want. And the first time as you came in, you're like, oh, like you were surprised I did it. I said I would do it, and then you didn't even finish it.
What did he make me again?
Wow,
You
you
can't
held
remember.
that grudge. That was back in April.
No,
I
because
said you didn't even finish
when
it.
you make food with someone, and like they've asked for it, you would expect them to eat what they've asked for. If it is he wasn't going to eat it, only ask for the stuff you're going to eat, right?
I don't believe that. I think I finished it. I don't believe that.
Yeah, but he's held on to that grudge and you definitely didn't finish it, boy. Do you know how long ago that was? We are closer to another April than the last April. And he
Yeah,
remembers
true.
that.
It's not even the same team anymore. Yes, it's a long time.
Oh my gosh, we're gonna hit 200 episodes, and guess when?
When?
On Chris Brown Day.
Is it?
Yeah. And also, we're gonna be a
What's
year
Chris
old
Brown
soon.
Day?
On Valentine's Day.
Oh, okay.
And we're gonna be a year soon. Can you imagine?
So what are you doing for Valentine's?
I thought
Seeing
it was
Chris
on
Brown.
Monday, you know.
What are you doing for Valentine's?
I don't celebrate that. I don't do that.
No, what are you doing on the 14th? Okay.
Oh.
It's like another day.
Oh, serious? It's just a regular day.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about
Man,
no
what are you doing for
Valentine's Day.
Valentine's?
No idea, Brent. Probably coming to TBA.
She hates the show.
Yeah, I don't partake in pagan holidays.
Brent, what are you doing for Valentine's?
Yeah, what are you doing for Valentine's?
I'm trying to think of something stupid to say.
Get some ass.
It didn't come out my mouth fast enough.
Get some ass.
There's no point saying it anymore. Never mind.
Would you
Alright.
do a first linkage on Valentine's Day?
No.
I say it's too much.
Yeah, man.
Why does that matter, though?
I don't know, man.
I'm not really. Do you know what it is? Yeah, I haven't really been with guys who have been sensible and decent enough to celebrate Valentine's Day. I've dated guys who hate me. I have no shame in saying that. Some of the guys I've dated have hated me.
I've done a first linkage on Valentine's Day before.
Even I don't know because I'm a ball of goodness. I don't know why they hated me, but you know, am I? Enemies come in different forms. So I've never actually celebrated Valentine's Day. I've never had a Valentine's. It's my grandma's birthday on Valentine's Day though.
It's
So
my
that's
dad's
always
birthday
special.
on Valentine's Day.
Is it? Oh, so lovely.
So I could just use that as an excuse sometimes. But I'm going to my dad's.
You know damn well.
You don't damn well I ain't going nowhere.
Nope.
But
But
yeah, I've done that a couple of times. Had to use my dad's as an
as
excuse.
an excuse. You be like that sometimes.
No, it works. It's good. Especially when they were legit, when he actually did have parties.
Okay. But yeah, man. But this year I'll be seeing Chris Brown. Very excited about it. Why did I bring that up? Oh, to distract Brent from his thing that he was doing. Lovely. Topic of the day.
Yes. You already got the thing, innit?
The what?
The transition, innit?
Yeah.
Okay.
That was when he grabbed the mic and
Oh, yes.
had this power to call me out on something I didn't do. It's crazy.
All right. So, yeah. So this topic of the day. This was given to me by Christy as well. So big up Christy once again.
Lovely.
And this basically is a post from Lynn May, yeah? And basically she's responding to somebody who basically, I'm going to give the context, right?
Yeah.
So basically, this particular person said, what is the world's obsession with telling people to follow their dreams? Statistically, this is terrible advice. Most dreams have little to zero chance of materializing. Try, experiment, give it some time, and if it's not working, quit. People need to use better punctuation. But yeah.
Honestly, isn't that so annoying?
I hear it. You know what I'm saying? But basically, that's the gist of it, yeah?
Okay.
And so she responds to this, right? Saying, because people idealize everything and reality isn't their friend, right? That's the reason why people do it. But she gives like 5 points that I want us to kind of go through, right? That she calls the worst takes or the most idealized things which breed disappointment and bad results.
Okay, and it's not just about dreams, it's just in general, right?
It's kind of related to the whole dreams things as well, right?
Okay.
But just kind of more specific about certain things, right? So the first thing is follow your dreams. Do you guys really think following your dreams is bad advice?
No.
No.
Depends. I don't think it's bad advice, but they're up. Man.
You know I do this all the time though.
Okay, I saw because the code it made it tighter. Yeah,
This is it.
but no, I don't think it's bad advice. However, I do think there are variables that determine whether it's a sensible decision or not.
Okay. Like,
if your dream. So say for example, my dream is to be prime minister. If I studied politics in uni, I wish I could get in. Anyone else these days? But anyways, say my dream was to be something like, I want to be a wrestling championess, right?
okay.
You guys know, I don't like fights. I don't like violence. I don't even watch them new boxing homework you give us. I don't do any of that. But then I'm like, well, this is my dream and I want to do it. It wouldn't make sense. I feel like sometimes a dream, you can dream, but do you have, first of all, are you willing to do the work to get this dream? I don't think it's enough to just dream because we're all dreamers. Do you know what I mean? I feel like you have to be able to do the work to get it there. But unfortunately, sometimes life does not afford you the benefit of being able to chase your dream. So say, for example, I was in a situation where I had kids, say my husband had passed away, and like my circle, I don't have a village. My mum's not around, I don't have siblings. It's just me and these kids. Like, my circumstances don't allow me to be a presenter.
Okay.
Unfortunately, that might have to be a dream that I give up on because I don't have the right tools that will help this dream come into play.
Okay.
And then sometimes people's dreams, they're not talented in what they have dreams about.
Okay.
But also it's a thing where even if they did try to learn, you're unqualified. Like you can't, everything about life is telling you this isn't it. But then some people be like, well, I'm still gonna dream.
Isn't that somewhat perspective though? Because if the person feels life is telling them, life is telling them.
Yeah, but sometimes when people have dreams, sometimes people are not realistic as well.
Okay.
I think there has to be a level of realism to your dreams as well. Otherwise, you're just wasting everybody's time.
Okay. I'm going to come back to this, yeah? Rams, what do you think?
Yeah, no, she's right, man. Your dreams have got to be capped as far as your aspirations go, I think, because sky's the limit with dreams. You get me? So obviously, it's good to dream big and that, but some people's dreams are not within their reach.
But if
When
everybody
it comes to like reality, you get me? So I think it definitely matters. It's like your dream could be, if your dream's to win a Grammy and be a singer, like that's fine. You can do whatever you want. You could even be singing in clubs every weekend and all that. But someone will know whether this is possible for you, like whether this is your story or not. You get me? Even whether you know it or not. It doesn't matter what you dream or what you believe. You get me? But again, hard work beats talent sometimes.
That's the thing, yeah.
And then obviously opportunity presents itself, and there's different things. So maybe if you don't stop and keep going, then But again, though, it's about being realistic, man.
Because at a certain point, though, yeah, surely if you tell somebody, you know what, be realistic, don't necessarily follow your dreams because maybe there's so much competition. You know, a lot of people say that, right? Surely you're automatically killing your dreams. The possibility now goes down to zero.
But again, though, you got to manage your expectations. I think it's different. I think, like, people with talent have to work hard and have to struggle their whole life. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, someone who's actually got the potential to do it, I can understand why you would convince them to stick at it. Because you can actually do this. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Everybody's story is different. It doesn't matter.
that's
Like,
the
it's hard for you. You ain't had the right breaks or whatever. But you actually have what it takes to do it.
Okay.
So why would I advise you to stop?
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I'm trying to say? It's all about when people got like delusions of grandeur, like when people are not really capable of what their dreams are. That's when I think you should give them the advice to like.
Would you have said, obviously no disrespect, right? But would you have said the same thing to a Macy Gray or Keith Sweat?
Keith Sweat got a good song.
Good songs, but vocally, he's quite nasally. You know what I mean? So he's not like.
So that's what sells him.
I guess so. Yeah, he's definitely unique, right? But typically, he's not the type of person you listen to and think, yeah, amazing.
Why'd you bring up Macy Gray?
Because you'd say the same thing about. Well, one would say the same thing about her voice as well. She's unique, right? But vocally, she's not like her. You know what I'm saying?
Do you know what it is? That's
But it's
why.
niche though, because it's
Yeah. But there's so many people who don't have that orthodox or traditional skill
Rihanna
could call their thing
can't
niche.
sing Save Her Life, that girl.
yeah, but
No, I don't believe that.
niches
Rihanna can sing.
niches can work. You know what I'm trying to say? So someone like Macy Gray just needed the right platform for enough people who like that kind of thing to see it, and then it can work. Like niche, something being niche doesn't necessarily mean it's bad. It just still needs to be cultivated in the right way and get the right opportunity. You get me?
Okay. So earlier, Esther, you were talking about how you given certain situations where it wouldn't necessarily be conducive, right? To spend a certain amount of time or money following your dreams because of certain things, in place. Let's just say now, all those situations are not there. So this person hasn't got the husband who's passed away and got kids to look after, or the other scenario. Everyone in this scenario is 18, 19 years old. Would you tell them at that age, with no responsibilities, follow your dreams?
I'll tell anybody, follow your dreams, you know. I'll tell a 40-year-old, follow your dreams. Because you know what the issue is? Like, remember how we said how, Mark said how sometimes hard work beats talent?
Yes.
The reality of life is that you actually don't know what anyone's story is, you know. I don't know. So for me, I'm never that person to tell somebody I think you should give up on this dream. I can tell you, you might want to put in a bit more craft because, you know, your singing is not that great. Maybe, do you know what, maybe consider singing lessons and stuff like that, or like, you know, what do rappers go to? Writing retreats and stuff like that. Do you get what I mean? Maybe do those things, but I would never actually flat out tell somebody, do not follow your dream. Because if they make it now guess what? When they win a Grammy, they're out here sneak dissing me on the stage talking about someone said I wouldn't make it.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
but
But I
that's
think
cool. You got to be strong enough to do it, man. The exception don't prove the rule, man. Like,
you know
you
what-
might be able to
yeah.
make it. Like, all right, cool, and more power to you. And if you do, then stand on the stage and tell me I'm a fucking idiot. But like, this ain't your story, man.
But that's my
you
thing,
know what I'm
though.
trying to say
I
that?
don't know that's not your story. I can only tell you from my lens, right?
No, it depends
And-
if you're a good judge of character. If this happens, you are an anomaly. This is against all odds. If You do
Absolutely.
this.
But then how do you know they're not going to be the anomaly?
No, we don't. But
Because that's what I'm saying, that I would never tell someone flat out, don't do that. I would say, do you know what? Maybe consider that. But I would, if you're telling me I'm going to quit my job, I'm going to do this, I would say, do you know what? Try and find a way to do both. If I don't think that you're talented to make it, I'll be like, do you know, find a way to do both. I don't think quitting is a smart idea. Do you get what I mean? That's the angle I would come from. Because you actually never know. But then at the same time, yeah, I feel like I will give you the truths, but I would never ever tell you flat out, don't do that.
Do you feel like this is the problem with society, though? If we
No,
know,
we're all
for
selling each other
example-
dreams, absolutely.
Huh?
Yeah, we're all delusional.
But isn't that a problem?
No, because you know what it is? This is, again, life is hard.
Yeah.
So if having this dream brings that, like, gets you up in the bed and gets you out of bed in the morning, adds that 1% bit of joy, go forth, King. You can be the greatest rapper to ever live. Do you get what I mean? Like, I just think for me, because I'm very aware that people grasp at anything that they can to give them hope for tomorrow. So whatever it is that can give you hope to get to tomorrow, I'm always for that. sounds very fairy tale, but that's actually how life works. Human beings are in search of anything that can give them some bit of happiness, some bit of love, some bit of joy, some bit of peace, some bit of hope. So whatever it is, if that for you is dreaming, dream on, sister.
Is it worth the pain that will ultimately come though? Because for most people, like, they're not gonna fulfill their dreams.
They won't, but I think...
Because essentially that's what's happening. We're lying to people.
Yeah, but then sometimes you die before you get to find out.
Can you imagine?
So you never get to feel disappointment.
But if you look at the mortality rate, most people are not going to die before that. Right? So most people will then have kids, live better lives, potentially, or maybe try and get their kids into doing certain things they couldn't do. And we just continue.
But do you know what is that? If you feel like you've done absolutely everything that you possibly can do, you're gonna have to find peace with that. Yeah. If you are feeling bitter every day, because some people are bitter about the dreams that they did not achieve, but they did nothing to make that dream happen.
Yeah.
And you're bitter, you're a dickhead. Do you get what I mean? You did nothing to make this happen and you're upset. Be for real. Do you get what I mean? But if it's a thing where you did absolutely everything that you could, or sometimes, again, like I mentioned earlier, sometimes there's variables that interrupt those dreams. Sometimes you were on your way to achieving that. It's like, what's her name? From Countess Vaughn, from the Parkers, Kim, right?
Yeah.
She got pregnant. And because obviously at that time with Kim, whatever, that all that stuff happened. So she's spoken about this publicly. So she aborted the baby, right? So that she could carry on with her dreams or whatever. Unfortunately, she became ill. That ruined her voice. There was variables that were outside of her control that then cost her where she feels that she could have been. Do you get what I mean? Someone like that can understand why you're bitter. Because you literally were, like, an illness happened to you, and now the talent that you wanted to make it with was stripped away from you. Do you get what I mean? But I don't know, I just think you just have to figure it out. And I think even
dreams are exactly that, man. Dreams, man.
The dreams.
I don't think you should waste your time on dreams, man. I think like they're good to have, and obviously it's good to have ambitions and all that. But yeah, nah, I'll do with reality. You get what I'm trying to say?
But then dreams
Some
can
people
happen
can waste their whole life.
I don't know what you guys are doing. I think you guys are misinterpreting what dreams actually flipping mean and delusion actually means.
Oh, flipping, man.
Sorry. So
And I love when you're passionate.
let me give you definitions of both, right? And you tell me if it is that you dream.
All right, that's your
And
first
you tell
back
me
is
also if it is that you're delusional, yeah?
All right.
So dream, a series of thoughts, images, and sensations occurring in a person's mind during sleep. Another definition, a cherished aspiration, ambition, or ideal. Yes?
That's what we're talking about.
Yes? Cool. I'm going to define delusion now. Because it was sounding as though you guys were saying that they're synonymous.
For some people, they are.
For some people, they are.
Some
Yeah.
people.
Some people's dreams are delusions.
100%.
Some people
I
is a
need,
Spider-Man
I need you
meme.
guys to make that bloody distinction so that we are aware of what it is we're talking about.
Okay.
Delusion, a false belief or judgment about external reality held despite incontrovertible evidence to the contrary, occurring especially in mental conditions.
Like the American Dream.
Yeah, but obviously,
Bro, don't shake your head. I've never actually I've never had a look of disappointment from Brendan. He looks so disappointed. That's really, Brendan, I didn't appreciate that.
No. I shook my head as you just let that go and he caught it and he laughed. And I love that. So I shook my head because I'm not sure what he took from what you said.
Oh, okay. I thought you meant because you were reading a serious definition and I just
No.
said that. You're
No,
thinking
that happens
this
on the
regularly.
show.
Yeah, it does happen actually. Yeah, true.
Manuel, you saying something?
following dreams and delusion, they
Yeah.
can be synonymous. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can basically... Okay, you know what? Instead of us going around in circles, Brent, do you think following your dreams is horrible advice?
No.
Do you feel like it can be horrible advice?
Depending on who it's given to.
Yeah.
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
I don't think I would never look to limit or encourage people to cower to fair.
Not counterfeit. Some people are not capable of their
That's
of their
fine.
dreams.
That's fine. It's all fine. But if it's their escape, if it's their reason to basically push on,
This
flipping
is
hell,
it.
go.
Push on.
Go.
So and you
Because
don't
this life
mind.
is so hard and miserable.
But what about the pain that comes with the disappointment,
The failure.
the failure?
So is this pain crippling them to not continue?
No, in the future we're talking about.
They'll cross that bridge when
So
they get to it. You know?
I'm supposed to tell them to stop because of a future I don't know about?
You don't know about it yet, but you're looking at probability because in life that's what we do.
I can't be putting caps on people's lives like that.
Okay, cool. Because I mean, I don't necessarily, I don't think it's a case of people coming to you saying, I want advice, so and so, right? But if somebody said to you, cool, you're 21 years old, right? Your dream is to be, I don't know, NBA star, this, that, and the third, right? You understand the numbers, the competition that's out there. And somebody says, listen, maybe go to uni, go this, because you've also got that skill there, right? Do you feel like one is wrong, basically? For saying that. Because otherwise you might as well just say to everybody.
But do you know what it is though? A lot of times, a lot of people project.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? So especially when it comes to like ambition, when it comes to dreams, when it comes to stuff that
But they're
of elevation, people really project because
different things.
no, but you know what it is though? The thing is, yeah, you know how they say beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Dreams as well, yeah. Like you will, as the dreamer, you're the only one who will ever understand how valuable and how important, how big this is. Anything that anyone says can sound stupid. If you're not aware of anything, right? Even think about like podcasting, for example, right? If you think about podcasting a few years ago, yeah, if anyone had said to anyone, well, I'm going to make a living off podcasting, they would have been like, you might want to go to school.
Yeah.
That no one's going to be listening to you and like no one's going to pay you to just hear your opinion.
Yeah.
But look at it today. Do you get what I mean? That's what I'm saying. Like with dreams, I can never be that person to ever tell anyone to flat out say no, because all it takes sometimes is just one person to bring about change.
Yeah.
And you don't. What if you're the person? I don't know. Why I don't know.
That sounds like having I feel like having ambitions and having dreams could be two different things, if that makes sense. Having ambitions to be able to do something in your field, like you're saying, like a footballer, your ambitions is to make it pro, but you've got the skill set to play football.
Yeah.
I think that's different to just having dreams of
Yeah.
playing in the Prem and not even being good.
No, but
at
think about it
football.
though.
You know what I'm trying to say? That so you can dream. You can dream about anything you want.
No, but
because
some
the
people-
dream's
okay.
limitless. The
No,
sky's
let me tell
limit.
you, this is what it is,
Let me tell me, just believing is enough. Just believing and wanting. If you believe enough and you want enough, and someone said,
but you know what it
if
is,
you believe with God, and nothing's impossible. Carry on.
What?
You carry on.
But think about it though.
No, but
You
that's
see-
true though. So
No, it is.
because
kind of. Because the thing is, yeah, like, yeah, you can get the football analogy was good. However, I know podcasts today where now this is now their full-time career,
yeah,
and this was only but a dream,
yeah,
and now it's a full-time career. Do you know what I mean? So they went in that field.
yeah.
They came into this field, and now they've been able to build a career
Yeah.
and actually build like a whole brand, and now they're touring and doing all these amazing things, all from again that dream. So I think it's difficult because how do you know? Because anyone, when you think about it, even things like, nah, man, I don't know. I think it's difficult, man.
You see,
Because you don't know.
This is the thing, yeah. 100% is difficult, yeah. The reason why I said 100% to Mark, yeah, is again, I don't want to make this about religions and things of that nature. Yeah. It's cold, right? But
He just went off.
but the thing is, again, I'm not sending no shots, but you've got like certain churches now,
Yeah.
where women are doing night vigils, right, praying for the right man, and they're 45, approaching 50,
You can get 50, a man of 50.
trying to have kids.
Yeah. Janet Jackson did it.
What are we talking about here?
It's possible.
But this is the problem. You can't say it's possible, Esther.
It is possible.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
What are you saying is not possible?
I said you can't say it's not possible, Esther. It is possible though, because it
What
does
are you saying is
happen.
not possible, sir?
It's not an.
Am I trouble here?
I'm joking. I don't think you are.
I'm joking.
Oh yeah.
No, no, like honestly, the probability of these things occurring, right?
Please stop.
Sorry.
What's going on?
This is why I said there needs to be a distinction between delusion.
Okay, so are you calling that
Because-
delusion up, Ben?
No, you're
Because
too excited.
What
you
you're
need to let him
saying,
like his
when
point.
you say this is delusional, because that's
Yes.
kind of what you're saying when you say to her it's not possible.
Okay,
Do you understand?
Cool.
When you're saying that, brother, that doesn't even touch on delusional. It doesn't, because it can happen. It can happen.
So you think, right?
What can happen? Let me give you an example.
Go over it.
If Mark says within the next 5 years, I want to be the Prime Minister of Japan, this is my dream. You have to basically question whether his mental state is in the right
He's
place.
the right place.
Do you understand? For me, that's delusion.
That's
you
not
can,
fair.
You can say.
Why is that not-
You can
I'll tell
say
you- I'll tell you why.
dream that all you like. Both things can be true. You could be dreaming this, and you can still be delusional about this. The chances are nil. Nil point. Nil.
Watch
What,
this.
with your example, brother, I'm telling you, I can name you 3 women, 45 right now.
Go on.
Yeah, they may not have or may have kids.
All
I
right.
can guarantee you,
Yeah.
they'll be able to get a man. I can guarantee you that.
Wait. Are you stopping it at the getting a man part? I said get a man, have kids, but
Oh wait. You
What's
said
going on there?
have kids as in naturally?
Yeah.
I'm sure it can still happen.
It can happen though.
Okay,
It
cool.
does happen.
Cool.
Yeah, but it does happen.
no, we know.
100%.
We know. Obviously, there has been cases, right, where these things have occurred, right? But the fact that I have to say there has been cases shows you the probability. And about your point about Japan, yeah, there are crazy stories out there where, for example, somebody finds out, like Marx, for example, may find out he's been adopted, right? And then all this time you're thinking you're just a light-skinned black man, you're actually mixed. You got Japan in you and black. You find out the Japanese man that's your dad is bloody. You get where I'm going. It happens in the movies. That can happen. It can happen. The point I'm trying to say is
Yeah, I'm trying to take it seriously.
no. The point I'm trying to make is there's some things that are so improbable, right? That you wouldn't necessarily advise that person to continue down that road. That's all I'm trying to say. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it can never happen, but a lot of the time, a lot of people's dreams are like that.
People in the entertainment industry, the arts and that, these are perfect examples for that. Anybody, artists, singers, music, entertainment kind of stuff, actors, all of these people. These are the perfect examples. These are the people that have to go in relationships and struggle to earn and have to sell their whole future on potential. You get me? People buy into potential and what they got and stuff like that. And that's where the rub comes in all the time. There's always a point, especially when they got serious relationships or have children and stuff like that. There's always a point where we got to look at these. We've got to put these dreams into perspective. Now, you know what I'm trying to say? Yeah. And there's bare times people have to allow it. I don't think it's not a bad advice to tell someone to stop following their dreams, because depending on their circumstances, depending on the situation, your dreams might not be attainable.
Yeah.
But why though? Like, what is it that will make you tell someone to stop?
Do you know the thing? I'll be honest with you. Obviously, you know, when we have topic of the day, I don't always give my own thingy, right? But I'll give you mine. My personal belief is, if you have faith, your decision won't be wrong. That's what I believe.
Okay.
And that's not because what you think will happen, but I believe the thing that God wants for you to happen, which is the best thing for you, will happen. That's how I see life.
Okay.
So my thing is, have faith, be true to that particular belief system, and the end will be the best thing for you. It may not be what you thought it would be, but it will be the best thing for you.
So
You
you're
know what I'm
telling
saying?
them you might want to give up on this dream, but have faith.
No, I would not say give up, because your thing, it may be like this. I may want to be a footballer, right? But I don't necessarily have the skill. Or I do have the skill, get injured, and, you know what I'm saying, become a coach. But I may be the best coach of all time. But if somebody told me you couldn't be a footballer, I may not become the best coach of all time, because I may have gone into finance. I may have gone into something else.
Brent is shaking his
You know
head.
what I'm
I've
saying?
seen too many.
That's kinda
bollocks
how I see
footballers,
it.
to be honest. So I can't be telling them they can't be a footballer, but I've seen too much.
Yeah, again,
bollocks
this is
footballers.
100%,
Do you understand?
100%.
It might just be your position. No striker. Straight over there. But you can be a footballer. Seen
Yeah.
too much bollocks, man.
No, but with football, you could look like I've got friends that do coaching and stuff with kids from when they're 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, we can look at these kids and identify who can make it. And don't get me wrong, there's been times when a kid's gone on and gone to an academy and initially they thought that he didn't have it. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So, but for the most part though, like I'm saying, I'm not like some coach or something like that. They can call me down to a session. I ain't seen these youths before, and I watch them play, and I say, "Oh my god, he can go." You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
So with stuff like that, you can. It's like, I mean, I don't know. It depends you know what, Brent might be right though, man. It depends on what the dream is, because obviously people say that, Premier League, Premier League, Premier League. That's not the be all and end all. If you had a son and they can make a career for themselves playing in the Football League, League
exactly.
1, League 2, Championship, that's a good money, good living. You can't knock someone telling them not to do that. So just because they're not going to get to the Prem, yeah.
And this is why I have the belief I have that I would never tell you to not pursue your dream, because what you may get at the end of it may be the thing for you. You may not get the thing you actually dreamed though. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of how I see it. But yeah.
I need to understand what it is that will make someone tell someone, like, what is the thought process behind telling someone,
That
you might want to give up on that dream?
I think it's because maybe sometimes, like you said, it could be projection. Some people actually have experienced the pain of failed dreams.
Okay.
And it's like, no, I don't want this for you. It's so unlikely. You know what I'm saying? For you to put all your resources into this, your time, the time you're spending away from your family, your friends, to pursue something that is going nowhere. You know what I'm saying? At least from their perspective.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Sometimes it's just love, man. You know what I'm saying? It's love.
Is it though?
I think so. Sometimes it is.
I think if you're projecting on, because I'll be honest with you, like, I think ever telling anyone that that dream, you might want to park that one. I think that's one of the. That's a wicked thing to do.
Nah, man. Again, entertainment industry. I just go back to music again all the time. It's just simple. Like, I know pure rappers. I've seen it. There's pure people that.
But
It's not mean to tell these men allow it.
No, but in this day of
do you know what
TikTok
I'm
as
trying to
well,
say?
where people are there's so many people that are talentless that are successful in this career in this
don't
industry.
get me. But this is what I'm trying to say. If you can blow up off dumb luck and stuff, like, that's fine. But that doesn't mean. I don't think that means anything.
Yeah, but
if
then-
does
but
that
then-
make sense? I don't think that means anything.
Yeah, that's fair.
TikTok, you can blow up, make a dumb song. You probably could. There's potential there. Like, if we're saying like what percentage it is, it's not 0 or whatever. Like, anything could happen. All right, cool. But if you're thinking about like a feasible plan, something that makes sense, something that's, you know what I'm trying to say, something that's got a high chance of success and all that, it's like, no.
But that's what I'm saying is that even acknowledging that, you could be an anomaly, you could is why you don't tell someone no. Like, I just can't understand unless I've come to you. Because I feel like even if I came to you for, like, say you could give me a job that can help me get this dream, and you say to me, I feel like you could just say to me, I don't want to give you this job because X, Y, and Z. I don't think it should be I don't want to give you this job. You should never ever sing again.
You can't look. You just got. Look,
Do you know, I just think that putting like an end on just saying to someone no, I just think it's wicked.
If you're saying you want to be a singer, I know you can't sing on one Ross, but this is your dream and this is what you're doing, And it's like if you want to give people hope and this is what gets them out of bed out of the morning and all that, right? All right, whatever, man. Go and be a singer. Then do what you're doing. I'll leave you, But if it starts affecting your life now, you're missing out on rent because you're paying for studio time. You're like things are mashing up because of your stupid dream of sing and you can't fucking sing. I'm gonna look at you if it's stop the foolishness. You gotta stop now.
Yeah, but
again,
no, that could be adjusted because you could tell them get a job
Exactly.
and still pursue your dream.
And this is
Yeah,
it.
but why still pursue this? You can't sing, man.
It gives them hope.
Man,
Like, stop the foolishness. I can't entertain
Can
foolishness.
somebody come to you and take a particular aspiration away from you if you want to get this?
I'm not. The things that I know I'm good at. I don't need people to tell me that I'm good at it. I don't need validation from anybody. So they can't convince me anything.
And that's nice. It's nice that you are confident enough in yourself in order to basically not just take everything that people say to you, whether it's via hate, whether it's via envy, or just them projecting.
Yeah.
100% that's great.
Positive or negative?
That's positive or negative?
Yeah,
You don't take any positive criticism?
I don't
You
take.
do.
Well, no, I take everything. I don't get too high. I don't get too down. Just because you tell me I'm great, it doesn't mean I don't buy into everything. I take everything with a pinch of salt. It's all even killed. All of it's the same thing. Whether you're saying positive stuff or you're saying negative stuff, I can't just buy into it. You get me? I can't say that the positive stuff's got more value than the negative stuff. That doesn't. I don't believe that.
Explain that to me.
Like, say that stuff like online. Like, I don't engage with people online. I don't engage with anything. I don't just not engage with negative stuff. That's easy to do that. I don't engage with positive stuff. Like, when people are praising me, I still don't engage with it. I keep it. It's all the same shit. It's all just. It's
words.
It's all words. I don't put more stock in anything. It's good to see. It's good to see the positive stuff. It's good for me. Even it's good to see the negative stuff because I can take information from it. But it's still, I take from it what I want and discern from it. I don't get too hype. No one can't come and give me positive and shower praise on me. And I'm amazing.
That's right. It's not. You're not saying that you don't take on these and then assess it and use it as you wish. You're saying you just don't engage You don't respond to it,
Yeah.
as in to them.
Yeah.
But you respond internally. You will adjust.
I could adjust from positive or negative. What should I say? I think I treat both of them the same. I think because I won't let I won't allow the positive or the negative to affect me too much.
When you say negative, as in is it wrapped up in hate, or are you talking about negative as in just not anti what you're doing, but just critique? Do you see critique as negative?
No, not if it's done constructively.
So when you say negative, you're just talking about hate.
I suppose, yeah.
It's easy for you to basically dispel hate because you don't care about people chatting crap.
Yeah.
You don't care about what you do and how they respond to what you do. That's just your default setting.
Yeah.
But you respond to positive criticism and negative criticism?
What, in the same way you're saying?
Yes.
Positive criticism. Wait, because I feel like you are confusing me now.
I would like to.
This is what
But
you
sometimes I think what you do, you settle on a thought and you just run with it. But the implications of that, you don't think it through.
If I could take responsibility, whatever it is, I'll take it.
In the moment, though.
Whatever
Just in
the
the moment, just
implications
the
of it,
present.
I'll just take it. It is what it is.
Okay, cool.
Responsibility for my actions.
All right. In my head, you are a unique individual, right? There are not many people like you in how it is that they basically look at life, right? And that's good for you, but it's not how everybody is.
Yeah.
100%. And this is why I guess you're saying what you're saying in regards to this particular dreamers conversation. You can tell your friend, don't pursue that particular thing because it's not feeding you, right? Instead of saying, get this job alongside this. If it is that you think that you're going to make it, cool, I'll support you. You're saying you're not going to support them because you think it's delusional.
Yeah, I'm not going to support your foolishness no more. After a certain point, after a
Do you
while, I'm
think
never
that
going to
there's some
support your
people who think
foolishness.
that you can't rap?
That think I can't rap.
Yes.
The way the world works, probably, yeah.
Do you think they're just haters?
No, just...
You think that they actually think that you can't rap?
There's some people that would probably believe that, yeah.
And you don't put any stock into it?
No.
That didn't ever stop you?
No, they're wrong.
Even though they existed? Precisely. So that person could just hear what you're saying just like that. Just like that.
I get you,
And
but
it shouldn't stop them because, hey, I'm doing what I'm doing.
Yeah, but I've got metrics to prove I'm cold.
You ain't got all that time. You can't tell me you waking up. You're focused on your life and you're focused on basically showing metrics for someone else. You can't be doing that.
Okay, I hear you, but still though, man, like, people are just, I think we've got to be stronger. You get what I'm trying to say? Like, I get what you're saying. Why supplement it? Go find the work and then
We are
work
bleeding into,
and then...
we're bleeding into us just seeing this as delusional. We're not being nuanced with this conversation. We're not being. We have to take it case by case.
That's true.
We have to take it case by
That's
case.
definitely
because
true.
you cannot tell me you're looking at your brethren, right? And use the analogy of football, where some people kind of get better later on, stages, right? Some people you've seen, they ain't making it. Then you've seen them cutting grass, doing bits. And that's kind of how the whole youth team kind of thing kind of breads out, and then they get sold, and you realize they're doing bits over there, and you want them back. Is that what Pogba did?
Yeah, no, but even so, even with the football thing, I've had man that's played football, and I've had to tell man allow it.
I know you've done it because you're mags, right? You're just telling us, this is how I live my life. We understand. You be telling him that kind of stuff. But what I'm saying is,
I was
you've also
helping
seen
him, though.
examples where even if it is you didn't say that.
Yes. They're anomalies. The exceptions never prove the rule, man.
I still don't see it as an anomaly. I still don't see this particular thing of taking it case by case basis is a thing where we need to approach it as there's only extremes here. There is the exception and then there's everybody else. With dreaming, no. Delusion, talk to me about that. 100%. 100%. There are different levels of dream. Delusional thinking can be littered into you dreaming. Because I just said dreaming is just a collection of flipping thoughts. It's just a collection of thoughts. But to come and basically, the world wouldn't be as the world is if people didn't go against the flipping norm.
No, that's facts.
You
We need
understand?
dreamers. We
There
need
were
dreamers
crazy
in
people that
life.
basically
The fact that we've advanced how we've advanced in life is
Crazy
because of the dreamers.
Yeah, of
Don't get me
course.
wrong. Like,
That's all I want you to understand.
yeah, but the dreamers had had the capabilities. Them man that lit up them cities, them man electricians, they were scientists. So their dreams was within their reach. There's not like, this ain't, do you get what I mean?
Yes, I do. I'm saying you're now looking at it nuanced, in a nuanced manner. You're saying those dreamers actually had the ability to do this and next. Because you are saying, based on history, hindsight, bang. But in the moment, young man, I'm talking about, in the moment, you would call him crazy. You wouldn't have seen that particular strategy, that method to get to where it is that they got to, because everything was crazy.
Yeah, because they did something new.
Huh?
Because they did something new.
I'm with you, up. I hear you.
I just think it's so flipping dangerous to be
Dream on,
someone
dreamers.
else. 100%, especially if it's not affecting your flipping life.
That's my thing. Like, what's it got to do with you?
No.
And you're telling me to stop dreaming. It's got nothing to do. And I'm not putting your house on the line. Like, I'm not using your money to fund my dream. Like, it's got nothing. That's what I was asking. I would like to understand the thought process. What it is that makes you think it's so important to tell somebody to stop dreaming when it's like, it's got nothing to do with you. It gets them out of bed. It gives them hope for another day. It's what they want to do. It makes them feel better about life. So where do you get off thinking, you know what, you got to stop that?
But it's like what I was saying to you, man. I think, and also Mark said it too. Like, if the person's your friend and you love them, man, and you can see that the resources are depleting because of this particular dream, and probabilities are so low.
But you know, I think if it's taking a toll on you, like I mentioned earlier, like if it's, for example, like you're really down bad money, that you say to me you're going to quit. And I don't think you can think. But I'll be like, do you know what? Maybe you want to do both. Because that's what, and again, that's why I say you have to be kind of be realistic. Because a lot of people have dreams and stuff. Yeah. But unfortunately, to get to where it is that you want to get to, you have to do other things. Do you get what I mean? Like, you have to be a realist. You can't just sit down and wait for things and wait for blessings to come. You have to go and work for it. Faith without works is dead, right? So if you're gonna quit your job and whatever, I'll be like, I don't think that's a good idea. Do, like, maybe have this on the side or have a savings. So then do you get what I mean? But I think unless it's actually taking a toll on you in that way, and you come to me for advice, I'll just be your friend. If you're upset that you didn't get that gig, you didn't get this and whatever, I'll be a listening ear. I'll be a listening ear.
Okay.
Do you think, Emmanuel?
Yeah.
I want to be a bit personal. Mark's, please listen to this, yeah? There's a point in time when it is that Emmanuel, he couldn't rap because he hadn't started rapping, right? All he was doing was writing, right? And can you remember when it is you started, Emmanuel? Like, you just in the booth, that particular day when it is like, if Margs heard you, right, at that point, that juncture, would he possibly have said, nah, drop it?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Why? Because of Marx's nature?
Because of quality control. You know what I'm saying?
No,
quality control.
No.
But also, Brett,
Let me get a bit more spicy.
Okay, go on.
Before I...
go on.
Could one say that you're a better rapper than Marx?
Well, right now?
No. When it is that you decided to stop?
Yeah, but I mean...
Answer the question! Answer the question!
But Brett, I'm elite level though, innit? I'm elite level.
Elite level, I like that. You see? He's elite.
I'm elite level, so you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I didn't want to make that comfortable for you. Because I'm one of those people. But again, it could be biased. Do you understand? I didn't grow up with you. If it is I did, I might be delusional too.
That stuff like that's opinions.
If you say so.
Doesn't.
If you say so. If you say so. But anyway, so
Yes.
there was a point in time when somebody would look at you, Emmanuel, and think there's no way you're making it. Can you remember when Burna came through the studio?
Yeah, I
was
was
young.
yeah.
Can you remember when everybody was saying he was rubbish, can't rap? Look what the hell he's
Burna
doing
Boy.
now.
Yeah.
Look what the hell he's doing now.
Burna Boy.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look what the hell he's doing now. People were telling him to stop. Look what he's doing now.
Yeah.
I can't be dousing that. I can't be out in that flame.
The thing is though, Brent, yeah, there would have been people around him saying continue. You know what I'm saying?
Delusional people, right?
Not necessarily.
Enablers, right?
No, they might have saw. I don't know what was there. They might have saw
exactly.
something that needed refining. There might have been potential there.
Yeah.
Potential's important
100%.
because it means
For you,
got
100%.
What does that mean?
For you, 100%. Because when you, to be honest, it's a stupid example. I'm never going to give it. I was going to say Messi and Ronaldo, the whole dedication and discipline to something. It could basically change that to elite level because of what it is that you put in. And sometimes you may not have seen the potential early doors, but this person now, if I knew my son or my daughter would respond to me telling them not to dream, as in I'll prove you wrong, daddy, then I would tell him not to dream.
Okay. Again, see, this is like friends and stuff like that. That's cool. When you start cultivating dreams and stuff in family in there, because then that's like your siblings or your children, your offspring. That's who you got your best interest for, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? So, as a parent, yeah, knowing that you've lived here, you've gone through it, you think, yeah, you have to decide when's the right time. There has to be a right time to be able to tell your youth, give it up.
Like I said, it
When's that?
depends on what it is, case by case. If he wants to flip and be the president of Japan within the 5-year space, it's not happening.
Yeah, but exactly. So,
It depends on what it is.
what if your opinions differ? They believe they can do it. You're looking as a sensible man you are, as a cerebral person you are, saying this is not possible. And they're looking at it from a different angle. And they're saying, no, pops, I got this. What do you do?
If it's my son actually wants to be the president of Japan, no, give me a case. Do not just be umbrella. Give me a case. Give me an example. Because we have to basically take it example by example. Because we're conflating these two.
Something that you know, music production.
Go on.
He wants to be a producer.
Yes.
He wants to be a world-class music. Pharrell's got Scott Storch to make that fire.
Now you
Like,
are
has he got it
comparing-
in him?
You are comparing this person to now the elites that you know. But you know there's so much range in between that.
I'm saying in
There's
your
so much range
what I'm
between
saying
that.
is
And
in
you-
your I'm saying in your
It's working out.
opinion, yeah, he doesn't have it.
You said the goal was to become a world-renowned producer.
Yeah.
Then you've mentioned the genius producers that you know.
That's what he wants to do. That's his goals. He wants to be the top boy thing. He wants to be
100%. He can get there. 100%. Because all it is, it's a case of networking, relationships, and bangers, and that can be done. 100%.
People
God did.
God message, God did. We gotta manage our dreams.
Okay. Look, there was like 5 points I want to get through. Yeah, obviously.
Oh,
we
yeah,
don't-
oh
we
my
don't
gosh,
have
we
the time.
don't.
Yeah, but I'm gonna read the other 4, and obviously just give you a quick thoughts. Yeah, retiring at 35.
Anomaly.
What do you mean by that?
Like, that is an anomaly. To be able to be in a position to do that, that's an anomaly.
No, but I mean, sorry. I mean, would you tell someone it's not realistic?
No, I
Relax.
think when you get to 36 and you're not retired, I ain't gonna tell you nothing. 35 is around the corner. I don't have to tell you anything. 36 will tell you.
But let's just say they're 22.
Do you know what it is? It's difficult for me to say what I would say because I'm my business. It's got nothing to do with me.
Okay.
But if you want to work towards that, all the best.
Okay. What about you guys?
I don't know, that'd be boring. You get to 35 and you retire, you ain't got nothing to do. You realise you're gonna go look for some work. Trust me.
But just in terms of it being a
goal.
realistic goal.
It can be. But my thing is, that means though, for me, yeah, you're
That's
an
not a
A-star student. Do you know, if you're an A-star student, if everything in your life is making it possible that you could do this, I think
That's
it's
the
possible.
type of dream that you don't have to try and crash on with that. Go for it, man. That's your dream.
Life will let you know.
Fly, yeah. We'll know when you get to 35. You know
How
what I'm
about
saying?
that? On your birthday party?
On your 31st birthday, we'll see what I go on. But you can dream that as long as you want.
As long as you want to, baby.
That has no implications on anybody. If your dream
for
is
it.
to retire at 35,
I do
Dream
think
away.
though, I do think if you're like, you can't start having that dream at 22, that's too late. That's a dream you start having. That's a dream you start having in your first day of year 7.
facts.
You can't.
Alright.
22 is too late. You graduated uni already. So if you didn't go to the right uni, if you didn't study the right courses, go to the right uni, get the right uni grades. Hey,
Okay. What about world equality?
stop the foolishness.
Wait, so when Emmanuel said he wants to go and fix Nigeria, like what we saying? Because that's what he be saying.
I don't really say that though.
What?
Nigeria or Yoruba land? One I care about.
I'll be honest with you, yeah. When it comes to anything to do with world peace, world unity, world, my stance is stop the foolishness. I don't think it's possible.
Emmanuel, what is your dream for Nigeria?
And
Please tell
also,
me.
Brent, you have to remember, Nigeria is not the world, innit? So I'm talking
forget about the world.
Okay,
What is your dream for Nigeria, please?
for corruption to be gone, man, and for people to have a much better quality of life.
Margs, respond.
Say that again, sorry.
That's his dream. Go on.
For what? For corruption to be gone?
With Nigerians.
Yeah.
That's impossible.
Now I have to tell you, stop. You
When I say obviously when I say gone, I don't
you know
mean
Nigerians
zero.
is in their blood.
Okay, so this is one of those situations where I could tell you to let that dream go.
No, but that's not zero though.
this is zero. No corruption in Nigeria.
Nah,
No, I mean,
it's
That's a zero.
I
You don't
mean,
have
no,
let your dream
Mars,
go.
it's not even a zero. It's on the minus scale now. It's like minus 100.
Listen,
See, this is a perfect example now. He's told us his stupid dream about he don't want corruption in Nigeria.
Hell.
I'm wrong for telling him that's not happening, Brent. So there's sometimes.
I told
Oh
you.
yeah, case by case.
Yes, because we're saying the same thing is the same thing. It's not. One can be delusional.
You're not
And
listening
this
to what I'm
is, you
saying.
know what?
Okay.
Let me tell you how ridiculous yours is, yeah. It's so ridiculous, yeah, that the devil will make it back in God's good books. That's how ridiculous. No corruption.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you, look, and you don't know this as well.
I say hold on to your dream
You lot are
because
crazy, you know.
if you get any power and influence,
Do you know what?
your mind's in the right place and you will
Listen,
do
yeah.
some.
I
gets
am
you
not
going-
saying, guys, I'm not saying to get rid of corruption completely. I'm not saying corruption will be zero. I'm basically saying get it to the point where it's like other countries, man. You know what I'm saying? Right now it's the worst. You know what I'm saying? But this country's corrupt, but it can still function. America is corrupt. Every country on the planet is corrupt, but they can still function. That's what I'm talking about. Getting it to a place where corruption doesn't cripple the quality of life for people. That's all I'm talking about. And I believe if there's enough like-minded black people, African people,
Yeah.
going back home, doing certain things, over generations, it can happen. It must happen. If not, what's the point? What's the point of being pro-black? I really don't see any point. If you don't think black people can have a better quality of life back home, there's no point. That's basically what it is. Not zero corruption.
And the thing is, the way we are set up in this country
Yeah.
as black people, right, fighting against all sorts of oppression, right?
Yeah.
The type of dreams that we be spouting, even if it is you rewind a few 100 years ago, the type of dreams that we were spouting, what are you talking about? Delusional dreams, right? Delusional.
What? That's the reality today.
That's a reality today.
Give me a good example.
A good example is Martin Luther King's dream.
What happened to that? Has that come to reality?
Has that come to
There's
pass?
100% progress. 100%.
What, that a man is judged by his
Yeah.
and not
100%.
by his
Plus,
The content in
by the
America.
content of it.
plus there's
In
no
America.
affirmative action.
In America.
That was possible before. We just sat somewhere.
Martin Luther King woke up before he died. Remember that? The guy with the dream woke up. Yes.
Sorry, what?
He woke up. Yes. He woke up. That's all I'm saying. He woke up. He didn't continue believing this perfect utopia in America for black people.
You're saying that he basically came to his senses
He 100% did. He 100% did.
when he got killed.
Prior to that, he said, I'm leading my people into a burning building.
But yeah, but
burn
he,
house. He
don't
knows
say
what
that.
American
Don't-
was.
So you're saying that he was just responding to the fact that the change didn't come immediately, yes?
No, he never thought it would be immediate, Brent. But he understood who he was dealing
So
with.
whilst it is that he was still present,
Yeah.
yes, in the present,
Yeah.
he was saying, oh crap, am I leading my people down the wrong path?
No, he didn't say, am I?
Should we now pick up guns instead?
No, he's not saying that. He's basically saying, I know who I'm dealing with here. The white man that I thought was different because maybe we opened the same Bible is no different.
Yeah,
You know
so
what
you're
I'm
just saying that he's eyes open to the white men that were around that time.
It's not that time, Brent. There's no difference back then to now. There's no difference. We're dealing with the same enemy, the same people.
I know that you believe what you believe, Mr. Farrakhan. I understand
Not Mr.
who has
Farrakhan.
taught you. I understand. I see you, Farrakhan. I see you.
Big up the minister, man.
Okay. All right, cool. We're done with this topic, mate.
All right, wait, with two more things quickly, and then
right.
we move on. Sorry, 1 second. Don't work for no man. Basically, yeah. I do
Yeah,
own
that one.
businesses.
You gotta be fucking for real.
No?
You got to, sometimes that's the thing, because how you have to, again, this is one of those things where you have to kind of be realistic. Sometimes you might have to do that so then you can then have your own and be your own.
Yeah, these dumb people just because if everybody followed your rules, then you go have your own business and then have no one to work for you.
Exactly, because they've been told not to work for another man.
I reckon the man here is like,
The man.
yeah, it's
They.
like a concept. more than just having a boss.
Well,
But-
okay.
No, because some people believe
It was
it's
still
a
all,
boss.
but it was still all be the same thing anyway.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
You're saying the concept of having a boss is still
No. It's the nature of the man being an oppressor in the
Okay.
manner in which it is that he
Yeah, so
understood at
yeah,
the time.
exactly. And if you work for someone, everyone's the man. You get me? But people.
No.
No,
No.
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 Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, let's not go further with that one. The last one is people should love you for you regardless.
Depends
You know what?
Depends who you are.
Yeah, if you're a dickhead, then anyone know that.
You know what I'm saying?
But people say this all the time. People say that all the time.
To be fair, I do love people for who they are.
Yeah, I want someone to love me for me.
Actually,
But
do
is
I
it
love them?
realistic to
I
think
accept
that?
you.
No, it's not realistic
No.
at all.
Yeah, I accept you for who they are. I don't love for who you are because if who you are, I don't like it. I'm not gonna love it. I'm gonna keep you over there. So I can say that I accept people for who they are because you just want to be a fool.
Yeah.
Who might tell you not to be wise?
Okay.
But I can't say that I love you for being a fool.
Okay. Before we quickly move on, yeah, just throw it into a relationship setting. You love your husband. You love your partner. You love your whoever you're with, right? Do you love them regardless? Can that change?
Absolutely.
So the idea of somebody loving you regardless, just for who you are, oh, you're a great guy, or
think
this,
it's
that, and
cap.
the third, is bollocks, yeah?
Yeah, I feel like you can love someone selflessly to an extent, but if at one point, because I would say I love people selflessly. I don't love people for what it is I can get from them or anything like that. I genuinely love because my heart is genuinely just wants to love you.
Okay.
However, even in all my goodness and loving, if you hurt me or you're not good for me, then gotta go.
Okay.
But then again, you can't love people from distance. I'm an expert at that way.
So you don't think that you love people because of how valuable they are to you?
No, some people I just love them because I just love them, you know, because they don't do anything for me.
But that can change, though. You're saying that can also change.
If you yeah, but everything for me, things will only change if you hurt me. If you're now harmful towards me, then that's when things will change.
Okay.
But for the most part, if it's not harmful, I don't necessarily seek that. Do you know what I mean? I don't necessarily seek from people. Yeah, my reason for loving people is not because they're giving me something. Sometimes I'm just drawn to someone. I just love them. There's people that I don't even know I love them. That I love them. I just love them. There's just something about them. I'm just so drawn to your heart. I just love you, man.
Self-gate.
Fuck off.
And on that note,
Yeah.
let's wrap up topic of the day, man.
Thank you. Let's get into our next headlines.
All right, so our next headline is about that, that surveillance balloon that was floating over America. Remember? They said it was the Chinese.
No, I definitely don't remember that.
All right, well, we spoke about it earlier this week. Basically, the US Navy has released photos of the suspected Chinese surveillance balloon that was shot down out of the sky on Saturday. So the US Fleet Forces Command posted several photos on its Facebook page showing large debris of the balloon being hauled into a boat. The post said that the sailors retrieved the debris on Sunday and they are part of the Navy Specialist Explosives team. The device will now be examined to see whether it was indeed spy equipment. US officials have described the balloon as being about 200 feet tall. Wow. With the payload portion comparable in size to regional airliners and weighing hundreds or potentially thousands of pounds. China has repeatedly insisted that the airship is for civilian use and entered the US due to, basically an accident.
What misdirection?
Yeah, basically.
How you go from? Did it come from China?
Yeah.
So it misdirected. A balloon was misdirected all the way from China into the US.
Mm-hmm.
I bet Trump wish he could build a wall that tall.
But yeah, so they're gonna look into it, and I guess we shall update the people.
You reckon it was spying on them? What is spying on? Who are you spying on? Was it hanging over the White House?
No, it came. I think they even said it hovered over parts of Canada, then came over what area was it? Was it Michigan, Montana, something like that. Yeah,
What could that be for though?
no idea. Might be a distraction for something else. Who knows?
Who even spotted the balloon?
I think it's the Canadians. I'm not too sure, but it's huge though. It's 200 feet.
The balloon?
Yeah, that's what. Yeah,
Oh, let me see
that's what it says.
Okay.
It's being about 200 feet tall. That's how big the balloon is. 60 meters tall. So it's quite a big balloon, man. So yeah. Anyway, so the next headline, trigger warning here.
Hey, Max. Sorry, Manuel.
Mm.
Can you remember a time in history when it is that they had the hot air balloons and they had like those little baskets and people were in the baskets?
Yeah.
No, I don't mean the actual hot air balloon baskets. I'm talking about like Germans having the balloons and they had a Nazi thing on it.
Oh yeah.
They were like little ships, but they were using helium.
The one that blew up.
Yeah. But imagine a time when it is. Would you go on that plane?
Heck of a balloon, boy.
What do they call it? Oh, what's the name?
Would you go on a hot air balloon now?
I was gonna say I want to go on that on a date.
I would, you know.
I think
See,
that'd be such a cute
that's
date.
something that I've looked at and I've seen a few times and I've thought and I'm thinking,
No.
I don't know if this is my story. Like, the whole journey looks pretty peaceful and smooth
It
enough,
does.
yeah. But there's just too many variables.
Like what? Like a pigeon.
And just in nah,
Can you imagine slapping yourself by a pigeon?
Can you imagine?
nah,
I'd
it's not.
die.
It's not.
That's what
nah.
take me out. I really want to do it. I want to have a picnic.
What, in the sky?
In the hot, yeah.
Say it
on a
goes
date.
wrong.
Huh?
Say your hot air cut out or the gas
It's
stopped
not possible.
working.
I serve a living God, Marks.
Huh?
It's not possible. I'll
Alright.
make it down.
Mm.
I'll make it down.
Amen. Alive.
Amen. Alive, innit? Because that's
You're
true. How am I making it down?
Make it down, all right.
The Zeppelins.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So you're saying Black a Day? Would I went on one?
Yeah.
But then people were, even the people that went on normal planes first, the people that done it first they're the real trailblazers. They're sick. They're sick in there. The people that went and walked on that and said, yeah, they're sick in their head. Yeah, I don't think I would have done it.
I do wonder though if it's cold. On that.
Up there.
Oh, that'd be really cute though as well. Get a nice blanket.
It'll definitely be cold up there.
Yeah, man.
I couldn't do that on a normal day. It needs to be proper hot. What is there the year?
Yeah, but that what if the heat bursts the pops balloon
It'll be all
and
right.
it starts a fire? If we say we had them 42 degrees that we had last summer,
Mm.
and you're up there doing hot air balloon, hella heat.
It's a damn shame.
You will be. Okay.
So our next headline, trigger warning here, very serious. And a former British police officer has been jailed for life for serial rapes. So David Carrick, 48, committed dozens of offences across 2 decades while serving in the London's Met Police Force. A former British police officer has been jailed for at least 30 years for raping and sexually assaulting a dozen women during a 17-year period. David Carrick, who worked as an armed officer in the London Met Police Force, appeared in the dock of Southwark Crown Court on Tuesday as he was sentenced to a minimum term of 32 years, minus the time he has already spent in custody. In the UK, for those unaware, those sentenced to life imprisonment must serve a minimum term and will be released only if they are no longer deemed to be a risk to the public. The judge, Bobby Chima Grubb, said, "Behind a public appearance of propriety and trustworthiness, you took monstrous advantage of women." The UK's Home Secretary, Suella Braverman, called his crimes a scar on the police. She said, "It's vital we uncover how he was able to wear the uniform for so long," adding that an inquiry is continuing into his behaviour and decision-making process around his vetting. Carrick had previously come to police attention over 9 incidents, including the accusation of harassment, assault and rape between 2000, the year before he began training with the Met, and October 2021 when he was first charged and arrested. So this is before he even joined, right? The Met suspended Carrick from duty upon his arrest 2 years ago and eventually dismissed him only last month. And the force has apologised for failing to spot his pattern of abuse.
Apologising is not enough. And there's still so many sickos still in there. It's
Sad,
mad, man.
And the last headline is, again, an update on the sad story that we heard about the head of Epsom College, the woman that died with her family. Basically, what's come out is that the head teacher, again, of Epsom College, made a distress call to a relative before she and her daughter were shot dead by her husband. Yes. He did it. George Patterson is believed to have killed Emma Patterson and Letty, who's 7 years old, at the family home and school grounds before taking his own life. Mrs. Patterson is understood to have called the relative sometime late on the Saturday evening. By the time the family member arrived, All 3 were dead.
No, oh, that would
Yeah.
haunt me for life.
The school announced it was shut for the rest of the week after learning the details of how Miss Patterson died. Surrey police confirmed the family's next of kin have been informed and are being supported by specialist officers. Police said that an investigation was being carried out to establish the full chronology and circumstances of the incident. They confirmed the firearm, licensed and registered to Mr. Patterson, had been found at the scene and has been recovered by officers. However, causes of the death will not be confirmed until a post-mortem examination has been completed later this week.
Did they live together?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah.
Alright.
Sad, man.
Very sad.
There should be some ritual done, like once is people take their lives after doing something like that, so that their spirit or their soul doesn't like go anywhere else other than just in limbo or to hell.
I don't think they should get a funeral. I think they should be fed to
There's
pigs.
something, and you read the Bible?
Explain what you mean.
What's in the Bible?
Yeah.
Preach, preacher.
Did you hear what I said?
You said there should be something in place for people who take their lives like that, so their spirits are gonna
Should
go.
be a ritual, right? That
Ritual.
people do after somebody's just killed their wife and their daughter and themselves,
Yeah.
so that they are kept in limbo
Or in hell, you said.
or in hell.
Yeah, I'm saying that's it's done already.
So you're basically saying they're good.
He's going where he's supposed to go. If anybody who kills themselves goes there. You should read the book. It tells you.
As in, what? Anyone who commits suicide goes to hell?
Mhm.
What chapter is that?
I'm not sure.
The one before Word and Road.
Thank you very
This
much.
is
So
Word and
let's
Road.
get to chapter about Road and Road. All right, people.
Sorry,
No, we're not unpacking this. We're not going
we're
back
not
in this.
gonna unpack anything.
We're going
I'm gonna
to. Can we
ask
just
you
go
a
into Word on
question.
Road, please?
What
That's a
time are you
question.
leaving again?
I'm leaving on time.
I want to leave when
You
you're
asked the
leaving.
question, right?
Go on, Brent.
Everybody who commits suicide is gonna go to hell. Yeah, that's what you said.
No, Brad, I don't think we should do this.
No, just to Mags.
No, mute the mic quickly.
All right. All right, Esther, talk to me. I will not ask Mags a question.
Thank you very much. So basically, right? Actually, Margs here, Mr. Word on Road, actually gave me this tea, and I did my diggings, and I found some stuff. And so basically, obviously the Grammys was like a couple of days ago, and Burna was nominated for a Grammy, but obviously he didn't win it. So allegedly,
Hold up, sorry.
I think he'll
Sorry,
understand.
I interrupt these messages to pass it on to Brent. Go on, Brent.
All right, cool.
It's a good question.
All right, Max. Cool. As you said, if you commit suicide, you go straight to hell, yeah? Can you remember when it is that you asked us the question whether it is that you would throw yourself off a cliff to save your son? And you said yes. You go to hell?
That's not suicide.
What is it?
Sacrifice.
Boy, if you don't get...
Give me a spud. Give me a spud.
Brent actually got up to spud
All
Mars.
right, let's continue.
Yeah, I'll be honest, I didn't think that's where you're going to take it. I rate it. I rate it. Man said when he gets to heaven, God's going to crown him and say, you know what? Good and faithful servant. You're ridiculous.
All right, sorry, Esther.
Oh, yeah, it's fine. But basically, yeah, so, Burna was nominated for his album Love the Mini for a Grammy. Obviously, he didn't win it, basically. He lost to Japanese composer Masa Takumi, which is really cool. Congratulations to him. But basically, people are trying to say that Diddy had like a post and delete moment. So allegedly, what was on Diddy's story was, I helped you win your first and only Grammy award, which I did out of kindness. And somehow you thought you could win another without my help? Oh, okay.
Wow.
Diddy's such a bad bee, you know. I was like, oh, okay. Silly. So that happened, but I'll be honest with you guys, obviously I saw it and I can believe it, because to be fair, with the whole Carisha thing, Diddy's been whining a little bit. From when Diddy was out here addressing rumours, talking about, I'm going to address this one time and one time only. Young Miami is not my side piece. I said, oh, it's unattractive. But anyways, so I saw that, but Diddy has come out to say that that is fake. And I'll be honest with you, yeah, there's no way, this is how I
He
know
said the post is fake.
yeah, he commented and said this is fake. Although, because
It's just a made up post.
he's saying, allegedly he's saying.
So the screenshots are not.
And people are
necessarily
saying, yeah,
proof,
but you're
innit?
lying.
Is it multiple screenshots or just one? Because that means it was Photoshop.
Because people, no, basically people are saying that they saw it in real time before he deleted it.
Okay.
So they're like, you're lying. So he's commented under one of the blogs and said this is fake. But people are like, nah, because we actually saw it on your story. So what are you talking about? So I guess we'll never know.
This is a mess.
We'll never know. But to be honest with you, yeah, there's no way that Diddy would have said something like that and Burna Boy would have kept quiet. Burna Boy has, like, he is the king of petty, king of you will not disrespect me, king of it, right? So I feel like if Diddy actually said that, I really believe that Burna would have responded. But Burna hasn't said anything. There's been nothing about it. So maybe it is fake. But we'll see. We'll see. I mean, people are in the comments talking about Diddy, it ain't fake. We've seen it. I always find it funny when people tag people. Like, what do you want me to do with this? Like, what do you actually want me to do with this? But yeah, so yeah. We'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. But if that's the case, I hope that's not the case, and I hope they didn't kind of fall out. But the album he's talking about is the Twice as Tall album, where Diddy executive produced that album, and that is an album that got Burna Boy his first Grammy. I don't think that Burna would have not had his first Grammy had Diddy not been on the album. I feel like Burna has been on his way to getting a Grammy anyway. But I remember when that album did come out, there was a lot of talk about, do you think this was like a strategic thing? Like, do you feel like he did this to get him in certain circles and like kind of break, to be essentially be in certain circles and, you know, all that stuff. But we'll see. We'll see what happens anyway. If anything else happens with that, any more tea comes up with that, I will let you guys know. And then, so basically, people online, do you think that if you unfollowing means a breakup?
If you're in a relationship and they unfollow each other, then
Yeah.
I think that's good signs that there's trouble in paradise.
Okay. So, two couples I'm going to talk about. Firstly, is Megan Thee Stallion. Apparently, she's unfollowed Party, but I think Party still follows her. This is what the people are saying. So people are like, maybe they're broken up. And it's not very nice, all right, Hotties? You guys are not very nice because people are talking about, oh, she's finally let go of that loser boyfriend. I'm like, what are you guys talking about? You sort of praising this guy for being, you know, for speaking out about her, and people are like, yeah, well, he didn't speak up enough and blah, blah, blah. I just think stan culture, you're on crack. But that happened. And then also yesterday, so Halle Bailey, which is from the duo Chloe and Halle, but also the black Ariel. Ariel.
Okay.
I don't know how I'm doing that. Yeah, the black Ariel. She and her boyfriend DDG, he's a rapper. They unfollowed. Yeah, so I think they've unfollowed each other, and he's taken down pictures with her, but she still got a picture with him. So people are like, oh, maybe there's trouble in paradise as well, blah blah. But to be honest, DDG was on Breakfast Club, which I actually really like. He seems like a very young and sensible young black boy. Like, he's very intelligent and very smart and very about it and very focused, and I absolutely love it. And he was talking about their relationship, and it was such a lovely interview. Like, the way he speaks about her was just absolutely beautiful. But and then he was talking about how also that sometimes he just tweets stuff. He was like, whatever's on my mind, I just tweet it. But he was like, you know, people get up in arms about it. But he was like, I think something, I tweet it. And he was like, anyway, I'm trying to get 1 million or whatever million followers. So I'm like, maybe he's just unfollowed her. Just do that. Do you know what I mean? Get people talking and all that kind of stuff, and then see if that happens. But I don't know, man. Halle is a princess. Got to be protected. Not because she's actually Ariel, but she just seems so sweet. However, though, she is absolutely hilarious. In interviews where she and Chloe are together, she's the shady one. She's the younger one. You know, people think they're twins. But she's a shade. She is so shady. Yeah, I live for it, and it's so subtle. And she just doesn't have time. One time they were, I think it was during lockdown. They were on Insta Live, and a fan called, and he was all crying out like, "Oh my gosh, you man!" It took everything in this girl not to laugh.
Serious.
His sister was like, "Oh, this is so sweet," and like and then his sister was like, "Oh my gosh, I'm gonna cry." Hallie was like, "Why?" It was so funny. And then she's got a cat, yeah. Her cat's called Comet. And then when the guy, and she was like, "Oh, that's," and then Chloe was all like emotional, like, "Oh, that was so lovely. Like, I hope whatever he's dealing with, he's fine." And Honey was like, just thinking, this is pathetic. I need to get off this live. And then when the guy went off, and it was like an awkward silence because Chloe's still crying, she was like to the cat, "What do you think about that, Comet?" It was the funniest thing. She is so shady. I love it. But anyways, yeah, we'll see. I don't know. I don't know if I do think unfollowing does mean something is off, but we'll see if it gets confirmed that they broke up and stuff like that. Someone else who is definitely not breaking up, who is living his best life, who does not care. Leonardo DiCaprio. I need to have like a board for this man where I'm keeping track. Like, I find I'm going to keep track of every single girlfriend he has. Last time I reported, I told you guys that he's got a cutoff age. That age is 25. Yeah. That man is 49, by the way. His cutoff age is 25. So when a girl gets to 25, she's no longer desirable to him.
Allegedly.
It's not alleged. It's facts.
I mean, they spent a certain amount of time.
Man, it's facts.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you why it's facts. He basically lets go of that. This is what his track record is showing us. Proof and whatever. And I told you guys, last time I told you guys that the girl just turned 25 and he dumped her and he met a 23-year-old. And I was saying how, he's got more time. She just turned 23 this one. So he's got 2 years before, that happens. Nah. He's picked up a 19-year-old. The mad thing though, is that I don't think he's ended the 23-year-old.
Oh no.
No. He's still dating her. That's who we know that he's dating. Yeah, and this one is rumors that he is dating this 19-year-old as well.
So maybe he's trying to put down some roots with a 19-year-old thing.
You think you
got
got enough?
6 years out of her.
It's mad.
You know what?
Long-term relationship, man.
Have you seen that picture that's going around online though? With Leo and the little model girl.
Oh yeah.
So obviously it's saying 48 and 19 in it, and then it's got the cast or the picture of the I don't know his
him
name.
and Kate Winslet.
Nah, the guy from Last of Us, the new show Last of Us, and then his co-star is the 19-year-old girl, and he's like they're on the red carpet. He's hugging her like a loving kind of hug kind of thing, and he's got the ages next to it. He's 47 and she's 19, and the contrast of the two pictures is two totally different.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm trying to say? Like, and it's like, oh, Leo, man, yeah.
Don't look good.
It's actually mad.
But does he not have the freedom though to pursue his dream?
I think when you do things like that, because he keeps doing it, yeah, and
I think
that's his thing, yeah. Like when you there's something you got. It's something you got to look at, innit? Like, if it was a one-off or whatever, he felt like a young thing this time around or whatever, boom, boom, boom. But he's staying on the young birds, and he ain't getting no older, and he's cutting them off when they're 25. He's being rigid with it if they're a day over, like so. Just the whole way he's moving. It's not necessarily the fact of the age gaps or the young girls or whatever, but it's just his whole. Yeah. You get me? His whole style.
Now. It's weird.
Is moving. Is moving. Is shaky. Like you got to question it now.
Do you think it's an age thing though? Or do you think it's just a case of models? Because obviously the active models, again, obviously correct me if I'm wrong in it. Yeah. But the active models typically
they're that age.
You know what I'm saying?
19, 20, 21 or some models in their prime.
But I get someone your age. There's models that your age.
Obviously, maybe he's looking to reproduce. If it was livestock, when you go and you want to reproduce, you go and get the best. Yeah. You get the best heifer you can get. You get me, like quality. Young, you wouldn't want to get an old one that's past you.
But with all the women he's been with, he ain't reproduced one time.
That's true.
Yeah,
that's the thing as well. It's not even like he's looking to reproduce. He's just looking to have fun.
He's just,
He just don't want no wear and tear on the whip.
At all. Not
all.
Nothing.
Not a mileage.
Not dust.
Not
1 mile.
Not a mile. He wants showroom floor.
And as soon as he drives it out, it's like, nah,
that's what I'm saying.
It's not fresh enough.
Because as soon as you drive it out, it loses value.
And he said, no. Back in the showroom I go. and he's doing that.
Because I mean, if you're rich and that and all that, yeah, do you go on to Gumtree? You know what I'm saying? Like, you go straight to, you know what I'm saying?
Go straight to the dealership.
That's where you go.
You know, it's mad though. So there's been a lot of tweets, obviously, about the age stuff. So someone said Leonardo DiCaprio's new girlfriend wasn't even born when Titanic was released.
That's real.
Titanic is 25 years old, and his girlfriend is only 19.
Wow.
Someone said Leonardo DiCaprio's new girlfriend is so young that her high school education was interrupted by COVID-19, and that's true.
Wow.
Yeah, it's mad, man. It's actually mad. But
But do you
And plus,
see
but
it
he's
wrong?
Leonardo DiCaprio as well, yeah. So it's weird because
someone said it was funny 10 girlfriends ago.
yeah, it's weird now.
It's
But
true, that's
obviously, because
weird.
people say like it's predatory and all that, yeah. But he's not in a predatory state. He's a sought after man. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah,
That
that's true.
he's Leonardo DiCaprio.
Is he though? Because sometimes
Yeah.
sometimes you assume that because someone's got a name or whatever. Do women his age want to be with him?
Oh, 100%.
Probably the young girls want to be with him.
No, the women his age.
I know, but I'm saying though, the young girls want to be with him. Like, they're like say like even a man that's past it is not too past. Like the Tom Cruise and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What you think they can't get them? What do you think is going on here? You know what I'm trying to say? Like people want them, so it's different.
Yeah.
If he was running around searching and he's hungry and he's on his last meal and this is what he's searching out and very rare. But if people are coming to you, this is different. It's still different. You get me? His options are different to everybody else's. You get me? He can and he's rich. He's well off. He can afford to date in that pool.
Yeah.
Nah,
You get me?
sorry. She was actually born in the 2000s. That's actually disgusting. She was born in 2003.
That's mad.
I was like, ooh,
Okay.
2003.
Like I said, I don't care about. I'll be honest with you because I'll probably get a lot of flack for this because I say this stuff all the time. Like I don't care about all that shit. Age gaps, like more each to their own. I don't take personally off people's headaches. People can do whatever they want to do in their spare time. What he's over there is doing, you can see what he's doing. It's not like they're building some meaningful. It's not like his soulmate or anything like that. He's gone. He's got something young, fresh. He wants something fast and wild. It's sex and thing he's looking. That's his mo. More power to him. Do what you're doing. If it's not for you, just don't do that. But
I do think that it definitely is creepy now, but it is shouting midlife crisis.
it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird. It's got a weird undertone to it. I think that when it's like, I feel like if you want to be someone younger, cool. It is again like Mark. I'm not taking paracetamol for your headache, right? But when it's like this is what you do, like this is it. They get to 25, you're like, nope.
You cut the
You're
25
like the
and
cut
one
off.
day. No,
Literally her birthday, you know.
that's
He
mad.
said, yeah, you gotta go. And
That's
then you
mad.
went, and do you know what I mean? And it's like this is what happens. His track record, every girlfriend, when they get to 25, you're done. Another one, thank you. Another one, thank you. Do you get what I mean? Like it's weird, man.
I was thinking something so stupid.
It's like he's stockpiling them.
It's weird. Like he's just collecting. It's weird.
You know, sometimes you can go to your babalawo or your juju.
The black magic doctor.
Black, yeah,
What did you say? Babalawa?
Babalawo.
yeah,
Babalawo.
yeah.
Yeah.
Big up all the babalawos out there.
Can't big him up. Are you a devil? What?
But what?
Don't big him up.
Okay, sorry.
Don't big him up.
Yeah,
Why you're
no,
sitting opposite me? Are you okay?
you lot get so angry for these age groups and people are just still doing it. But you
That's
know
why
what
I
it
say
is?
big up all the witches out there.
I think it's the old things who hate the age gaps the most though.
Yeah, because they're upset.
Yeah, the old things are
You
upset.
taking our man.
Because the old men don't care.
I'm
Because
joking.
and the young
that's
women want them. Like nobody in this situation is mad. Like when the old man's chopping the young thing, nobody in the situation is mad. The young girl's got the old man she wants. The old guy has got the young girl he wants. The only one that's mad is the old thing with no niggas. Talking shit.
Not talking
Do
shit.
you know what I'm saying? Like, no one cares. I don't understand why people
So
bother.
annoying.
Because I don't mind. Like, get for breed, man. Get forget chop, man. And if once you're of age, that's your story, man. What are we doing here? Let's stop being foolish.
It's mad.
All right, let's move on.
Oh, no, I was gonna paint a scenario. Quickly. Yeah, it's silly though. Yeah, but let's just say, you know how obviously you get the conspiracy out there. You go and see your black magic man. Yeah, for example. Maybe do a deal so you get some level of success.
Yeah, but you can't. You watching too many Nollywood recently.
Let's just say his
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 deal
success
with the devil, yeah.
was limited to a thing where it's like you can only get with things that's under 25. The moment they go over 25 and you're still with them in any type of capacity,
It's gonna take your power.
Your power.
Can I
is
say
gone.
though? No.
Would you guys
no,
get
can I
into
say-
Hollywood?
I was
Yeah.
gonna say,
Yeah.
because it's for non-Nigerians, it does sound mad, but this is actually a thing. This is
you very
actually the
much.
devil gives you rules and regulations.
This is it. Would,
So would I?
Would you get into Hollywood? Yeah, knowing you could be a star, but the only limitation was who
Mine's
you
gonna
are.
be you gotta date white men. I would get in Hollywood, but I wouldn't. No, what you mean I have to, or like I could never just be with a black man?
I mean, you could.
Maybe
you
his
can,
is like
be
you can
single.
never-
You can be single.
Yeah, you can never be with anyone above the age of 25, otherwise you
Yeah.
die.
Mm-hmm.
I will still get that. I just wouldn't. I'll just be single, man.
Serious? It's that bad to you?
Dream. I have a dream, man. No, what do you mean? To be, yeah.
Okay.
But it's again, it's about what I like though.
Okay. Cool.
It's interesting, man. But yeah, I'll keep you guys updated on any new girlfriends that happen. However, I do have a feeling that the more I talk about it, it's gonna keep giving me the heebie-jeebies.
One day it might surprise everybody and come with an old thing.
And be like, this is my wife.
27 and a half.
And guess what? She's been here the whole time. 27 and a half. Gonna break the internet that day, boy. But guys, that is all from me. Let's get into the People's Journal.
All right, people. Welcome to the People's Journal. I'll give you the news from an economics point of view. There ain't much to talk about today. Just wanted to basically talk about how a boss of the insurance giant Lloyd's of London, right, came out and basically was just talking about how he thinks London is kind of faring in the global market, basically, right, and talking about their reputation. And he basically says, sorry, not London, the UK. He said the UK's reputation for financial stability was pretty much messed up because of the political turmoil. He's saying that's the reason, yeah? Not really because of anything else, but really because of how we've gone through 3 prime ministers and 4 chancellors, right? Obviously, as we know, yeah, where is it again? There's a particular quote that he said I wanted to read. Okay, it doesn't really matter. But basically, the gist of it is basically, like he said, the reputation of the UK is kind of in that mud, innit? And obviously, certain things have to be put in place to kind of make everything better, at least make us look more appealing and desirable to investors and things of that nature, because that's the only way you're really going to change things up, innit? The situation is what it is. There's been 3 prime ministers. There's been 4 chancellors. All these type of things obviously create a certain sense of instability to the world, but it is what it is for the UK. And if we don't do something about it in terms of just bettering the economy, putting certain things in place, we're basically going to be done out here. But obviously he does believe there is hope. The other thing I want to talk about, and this is the only thing really, is about McDonald's, yeah? So remember before I spoke about an ex-McDonald's boss, right, having to repay $105 million because he had a relationship with the staff.
Oh, yes.
I think that's the most insane thing in the world.
That is mad.
105 million. Nothing's worth that, surely.
Is he still with her?
No way. I don't
Right.
think so.
No, but I would feel like that's a great love story. If you pay that for me, boy, I'm gonna cater to you.
Boy, she might just follow where the 100 mil went.
Actually, you're broke now. Actually, I don't want that. I'm joking.
But I mentioned that because basically somebody else has come out from McDonald's, yeah, and basically
Okay.
saying, like, obviously I don't want to make it seem like there's a culture of this.
Now, it
You know what I'm
started a
saying?
thing now.
Yeah, but basically she's come out and basically but this one here was in London, so she was working at South London branch, right? And but in 2018, when she said she was sexually harassed by her manager, he said that what? I was thinking about something else, right?
Yeah, I hope so.
Trigger one in there. So
No trigger warning.
he pulled his pants down in the stockroom, yeah, and basically obviously just exposed himself to her.
What a sicko. That I
I was
can
just
believe.
thinking, why do people do that? though?
That I believe.
Oh, I mean, yeah. I don't see it as something too strange for people to do, but it's like, why do people do this? Though?
It's very strange for you to do.
No, as in, it's not out
Like,
of
you're
the
not
ordinary
surprised,
for
you're not
Yeah, I'm
shocked.
not surprised.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
Again,
But-
because people be doing it. That's why you're not shocked.
Exactly. But I think what makes it worse though is at work. People normally do
Yeah.
that.
Where them burgers and
So I'm saying
McFlurries are?
the buns,
That chicken mayo.
the buns and the,
The
and the,
sauce and the chicken mayo.
gherkins. But yeah, basically, yeah. She was sitting down talking about her experience and all this type of stuff. Basically saying, basically McDonald's signed an agreement with the UK quality watchdog, because of this whole particular thing, and basically how they want to go about handling sexual harassment complaints in the future and this, that, and the third. But obviously, I say all of this just to say, bring it back to economics. Obviously, in terms of perception now, of how McDonald's looks in the public eye, do you feel like this type of behavior could potentially mess up McDonald's? Or do you think people just don't care? Honestly.
I'll be so
That's the only reason why I
I'll
bring
be
this up.
so honest with you. No, I don't think, like, I don't know. I don't want to sound insensitive,
Yeah.
but I'm still thinking about getting a spicy chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't think people are gonna know. Balenciaga did what they did.
I was just about to say, you are still wearing Balenciaga. No one don't care. You think Big Mac?
McDonald's.
Big Mac ain't taking no L's.
This is saying, Big Mac, nah, McDonald's is fine. People just say, oh, like, you know, working there, whatever. But even that, when people need jobs and they're gonna apply for the jobs there.
Yeah.
I think when they've got a few lawsuits coming, then I think McDonald's will have to step up and sit down and start speaking to the managers about not being fools on the shop floor and whatever. But I don't think, I really don't think it's going to make a difference. If Balenciaga could have been doing child pornography and there's been no changes, that is what let me know, do you know what, people don't care.
Yeah, it's true.
People don't care. Things to do with black people, black women, children, there's certain things society does not care about. And sexual harassment and stuff falls under that. We're not going to boycott
Is
it.
it a case of people not caring about these things, or because something else just has more priority to them? Economics, money.
They don't care.
You think so?
I'll be honest with you, when you think about Balenciaga, what Balenciaga did here was so disgusting that the stock should have fell. Like, it should have been a crash for them.
But the thing is, how many people wear Balenciaga?
Bare people. I pull people up by all the time.
No, but compared to the
No,
to the
bare
population.
people.
No, like normal.
These people ain't got
people-
no self-respect. They're in the clubs with Balenciaga on their chest now, still.
Yeah.
Must see my brethren, with guys somewhere, they put the Balenciagas in the back of the boot. I'm saying, where are they going? where you bringing those? I was like, hey, you dashing them? He's like, bruv, you know how much I pay for these? I can't dash my Balenciagas.
See?
I'm saying, you know what, even if you don't dash them, why are you wearing them for? I don't understand what we're doing
Yeah,
here.
the girls, people don't care.
Yeah, no one cares. No one cares at all.
People don't care, and that's it. So it's not as if that there's anything else, any of a pressing matter on their hands. People just don't care. If it's not them, if it's your, God forbid, if it was their child, then it'd be like, oh no, do you get what I mean? But when it's not you, people just don't care. Human beings just don't care. That's the honest truth about it. So with McDonald's stuff, it is sad, absolutely. But people don't care. It's not gonna make a difference, sadly.
All right. Well, and the last thing I want to talk about is basically just Liz Truss. Again, everyone's kind of following up the whole essay she wrote the other day, innit? And basically, she's come out to basically say, you know what? I admit, the 45p tax rate thing was perhaps a bridge too far. You know what I'm saying? But she
Jesus,
said,
stop talking, man.
what she said, it's not fair to blame me for the mini budget. Basically, don't blame my mini budget idea on the rise in mortgage rates. I didn't cause all of this, guys. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yes, I understand. There was some inconsistencies here. I made some bad judgments here, but you can't blame me for all of this. And she's also saying she's looking forward to getting back into the political arena, like I was saying the other day. She wants to make the case for low taxes and growth in the Tory party, man.
Girl, have several seats. Yeah, you already won, Liz. You won. Just move, man.
But yeah, that's pretty much it, man, for People Journal.
Thank you very much. It's going to be Wellness Wednesday. Not big man use making a case to get the Wellness Wednesday job, and he ain't even here. I'm
Can you
joking.
imagine?
Love you, Yusuf.
But yes.
I thought he was going to phone in or something.
Can you imagine?
I missed his last Wellness Wednesday. He was going on about it, raving about it. What did he do? So that was so
No,
good.
he did. He took people there, man. They had a nice instrumental playing. It sounded like an R&B album.
Okay.
Like you know, back in the day when the guys knew the right words. The words were sweet. That's what he did. Took them right. Why is the camera on me? Oh, I'm talking. Sorry. I don't know. I just felt a bit. I don't know. Something shady going on.
All right.
Aye,
So
aye.
today's Wellness Wednesday, 3 short quotes here. And these by some great black women.
Love it.
First by Maya Angelou. She said, "We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty." which kind of ties into the dream thing, I think. The amount of work that's necessary to become that finished final form. You know what I'm saying? We delight in the beauty of the butterfly, but rarely admit the changes it has gone through to achieve that beauty. Next one's by Toni Morrison. And she says, freeing yourself was one thing. Claiming ownership of that freed self was another. You hearing that? Freeing yourself is one thing, but claiming ownership of that freed self is another.
Period.
I made that present tense, but yeah. And the last one's by the great Nina Simone. And she said, and I think Esther will like this one. You've got to learn to leave the table when love's no longer being served.
Loud it. Some horns, please. I love that one.
You've got to learn to leave the table when love's no longer being served.
Period. Okay.
And that's it for
Love
Wellness
it.
Wednesday.
Thank you very much. I feel very well.
Have you watched I Want to Dance with Somebody yet?
No, I haven't. Is it good?
I need to finish it, but it's all right. You know what they're saying about in the biopics, yeah? I understand why people get mad against me.
Oh, now you get it.
They just do their own twist
Is
on everything. No, because you see Robin, innit, yeah?
Yeah.
You know Robin, innit?
Yeah.
So Robin's in all the
lesbian
movies, in all the things, but
Yeah.
in the movies, it's always like alleged. It's always like we know who Robin is, but we don't know kind of thing.
Oh,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah,
see,
yeah.
like you see her there, you just make your own conclusions
Yeah.
to what it is. Nah, in this one,
They made it loud.
they made it loud. The second she met Robin, they was lipsing in the room. they was flexing. And I'm saying, oh, so this is what
That's
really.
why families
I'm
got
saying,
consent.
I'm saying, this is what really happened then. Okay. I'm saying, oh.
And that's exactly why people like ban them. See? This is what happens. You let people run the story however they want. Look at what happens.
Yeah,
We've got
they just-
Christian Whitney lipsing up Robin.
No, they were just like, fuck that, man, because everybody knows by now. So let's just do it properly.
Do you know what doesn't help though? Robin keeps talking, man. Robin keeps talking. Robin's done interviews. Robin's written books. Man, we've heard. You loved her. She loved you too. We've heard. Damn it. I'm gonna watch it. I'm actually gonna watch it. That's jokes.
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, headlines.
All right, so this next headline, yeah, this is definitely a big trigger warning here. I'm pretty sure everyone's going to feel aware by this, yeah. And this is based on a video that was circulating on the internet, I think yesterday, right? And this is basically about the black girl who was basically rushed by the younger white girls basically at school and stuff. So I'll get into it anyway and give some details. So basically, girls aged just 10 and 11 are amongst 5 people arrested following a shockingly violent fight as police hunt down a 6th suspect. Police were called to the mass assault on a single girl outside Thomas Knivet College in Ashford, Surrey, at around 2:30 p.m. on Monday, where they discovered the teenage victim injured. A 39-year-old woman, a 16-year-old girl, an 11-year-old girl, a 10-year-old girl, and a 43-year-old man have all been arrested for their roles in the attack. The 6th perpetrator is a 15-year-old girl who's also wanted, but she's on the run. Police confirmed that she was aware they were looking for her.
I hope she gets found by civilians before she's found by the police.
You know what I'm saying? Horrific video footage of the fire has been shared online and shows a gang of people hitting and kicking the victim while she lies on the floor. They've not mentioned in this article that she's black at all.
Of course not.
If this was 5 black people
Black
against
on a white girl? Oof.
yeah.
They would have been tried and thrown, the key would have been thrown away.
This
already.
is how these people
Am I
behave.
fucked up that I watched that video and it didn't get me angry?
No, people just thought it was just girls tussling.
No, I saw it. I don't know what they was tussling for, but I just see it. I saw it. I heard the mum
'Cause they did like
shooting at direction
Yeah.
to the little kid like regimented. So I was just thinking like, right, that's how you deal with people, man. Like the get back. She should. The get back's got to be right, and I don't know where her squad was in that. You get me?
But
Because I was
guess it
thinking,
depends
if I
on- it
was,
depends on the context, innit?
I wouldn't have cared if it was the other way around. It was 5
Yeah.
black. If that black girl did that to a white girl, I wouldn't
But
have cared. I
apparently
would have
it-
said, yeah, maybe she was racist and they just
But
bust her
apparently it
head.
was racially motivated though. That's where the because it's different if you see 2 secondary school kids
Yeah.
fighting, but this one was actually like a racially motivated situation where they've been bullying her because of her race all week, and then the mum is then setting the kids on her. Like,
There was bare people just standing around watching them though.
yeah,
that was
it's mad. Even though some guy was in the car like, oh, stop it. Like, girls, thinking, girls,
yeah, because even the guys that stopped at the end, they're supposed to be teachers, isn't it? The teacher.
Yeah,
and
apparently it was
the
a head teacher that walked in ever so casually. Even him needs to be investigated.
Yeah. Well, I've got a statement from him. I'm going to read in a minute.
There's nobody that can stop me, you know.
They just got to get the get back, man.
Like, you've got to go and live with your aunties now because I've got to go to jail.
Sad, man. But yeah, other voices can be heard throughout the altercation, just in case you haven't seen it, encouraging the fight and giving instructions on how to hurt the teenager. Strands of her hair are visible on the floor at the end of the fight when teachers from the school came out onto the pavement, like you said, super casually. A spokesperson for Surrey Police said that we are aware that this incident will have caused concern amongst students, parents and staff at the Thomas Knivet College, as well as the wider community. We would like to reassure you that an investigation is underway. 5 arrests have been made in connection with this incident, and we are working closely with Thomas Knivet College as we investigate this matter. The spokesperson said, we're asked that people refrain from sharing videos of the horrific fight on social media and instead send links to the police.
Yeah, because it's so embarrassing for the poor baby.
They got to get back, man. She got to get back, man. She must have some friends or some cousins
Like,
or something.
listen,
She got to get back.
the entire family's rolling up, entire family tree.
Well, it's funny you say that. In fact, I'll go into that in a minute. But basically, the principal came out, Richard Beeson, right? And he wrote a letter basically saying, dear parents and carers, I'll read some of it. You may be aware that one of our students was injured in a violent altercation outside the school yesterday as they were making their way home. We would like to assure you that the police were called and are currently investigating. We understand from the police statement below, he's got a link to the statement, that 5 arrests have been made in connection with this incident. We are supporting the police as they investigate this matter. If you have any information regarding the incident, then please contact the police via the link provided. We are aware that this incident will have caused concern amongst students and parents/carers. We can assure you that we are taking all necessary steps to ensure this isolated incident is dealt with and that student safety is our paramount concern.
It's a liar.
GBG, man. She got to do the GBG. Nothing short of pulling up with her mum and her cousins and that.
Listen, we'll make
and
this
scrapping
okay.
it out. There's nothing else left to do.
There's nothing.
Because I don't need no justice. I don't want anybody to
I'm not
go
waiting for
police
justice.
or court or anything. I don't care about none of this stuff.
Yeah,
She just needs to get back. Because they dealt with her.
Like,
They dealt with her proper
badly.
still. But that's how you deal.
what it is.
That's how you
It's
deal
just
with people, man.
revenge. I'll be honest, all this is chatting shit. Schools are actually racist, but conversation for another day.
But that's the thing though, you have to put it in context though, because like Esther's saying though, yeah. Remember, this ain't London. This ain't London where it's like, okay, cool, maybe there's just a disagreement. It's in Ashford. There ain't no black people over there. You know what I'm saying?
That was a bit worrying. Look, when you look at the footage and everybody around, like,
That's what I'm saying.
even though they're not getting involved in nothing, but it's just all white
That's
people.
what I'm
white.
saying to you. So it's more than just you know what I'm saying, altercation where, okay, you got me. I'm
No, it's
stepping
not an
here,
altercation,
I'll
it was
come
an
back.
attack.
You know what I'm saying? This is, race is definitely a factor.
It's an attack.
100%. You know what I'm saying? So,
And the fact they're all just really avoiding saying anything, the fact that they have not said the girl is black is very wild to me.
that's what these people do though, innit?
They got her down. Hey, had to be her, man. But she, yeah, man, to get back, man. You got.
I hope she's all right
Cousins
though,
or
because
something.
that must be horrible. I hope she's not like even like an immigrant or something as well, because that must be so horrible.
I also want to mention the good brother Respect Rebellion FF, Forever Family, I believe. Basically, like, I'm not sure if people know him, you know?
Your respect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. So, like, he's typically one of the guys who's actively putting his money where his mouth is, isn't it? He's on the front line.
Yeah,
Like,
respect's outside.
he's a serious guy.
He's boots on the ground.
100%.
If there's a cause,
He's there.
Boots are
You
there.
know what I'm saying? Like the Chris Kappa situation.
yeah,
He was
everywhere.
everything, right? I've not seen his post, the most recent one, but I know he's basically telling the people, I'm going down there. You know what I'm saying? I know. You know what I'm saying? So again, if you guys want information, find ways to support the brother as well and what he's doing. Respect Rebellion FF on Instagram. He's obviously speaking about the situation. And yeah, man. Oh, in fact, you know what? Based on just you know what? Let me just quickly get this done.
Can I say as well,
Yeah.
everyone in the comments, Bren has dropped a link for a petition to get the what's it called? To get the head teacher fired. It's on Change.
good.
So please sign that. But also when you sign petitions, you need to log into your email and actually verify it, otherwise it doesn't count. So verify it.
So do that properly, people. Man.
Please.
You know what I'm saying? Let's really support.
Yeah, all 257 of you in there, just sign up That'd be a quick bump. That'd
Like,
be a
listen,
shock to the system. It'd be, "Oh,
exactly.
100%.
Like, ooh,
Yeah.
where did that spike come from?"
wait, that TDA bitch. That's where
Yeah,
it
for
came
real,
from.
man. If you're gonna forget something, if you're gonna forget the likes today, at least don't forget this one.
Yeah.
Exactly,
saying?
honestly.
And yeah, just to follow up on what Aspect Rebellion was
Yeah,
saying.
after you sign it, tell us in the chat, please.
Yeah.
He was basically saying in his most recent Instagram post, school finished at 2:30, so they're looking to get down there for 2 p.m. Right? That's basically today. 2 p.m. they're going to be down there. He says no chat-ins, just step-ins. Little sister's grateful for the messages of support and is looking forward to seeing her big brothers and sisters tomorrow. I know we won't disappoint. So if you can, if you're in the area, whatever it may be, send support to the good brother and his movement, and also the family of the victim as well, man.
Yes. I'm praying for her. I really hope she's okay, man, because that must be
100%.
so, like, that must be so horrible.
Exactly. A message definitely has to be sent out. Like this type of behavior can't keep.
It can't
continue.
happen
I'm telling you.
ever again.
That's what I was saying to you about the dream, but you know what I'm saying? Martin Luther King woke up. The same people's here today, you know.
Martin Luther King woke up.
I'm telling you. Anyway,
It's mad.
next headline, trigger warning here as well. And it's about the mum who's gone missing, 45-year-old.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So basically, police still believe, trigger warning here, she could be in the river. Right? They've not found a body or nothing like that. They're open to new information about the disappearance of Nicola Bully, but remain convinced that she fell into the river. The 45-year-old was last seen walking her dog in St. Michael's on Wye in Lancashire 11 days ago. Police said officers were following about 500 lines of inquiries and were contacting some 700 motorists seen in the area on the 27th of January. Detectives have also analysed data from her Fitbit smartwatch as well. So I guess everything's just pointing to it being in this particular area, man, which is crazy and stuff like that. She also, the superintendent, Sally Riley, basically said that thousands of pieces of information have been
Shit, it's
received
Wednesday.
from members of the public with a team of 40 detectives working on the case. She said that this is normal for a missing person inquiry and does not indicate that there is any suspicious element to the story. The inquiry team remains fully open-minded to any information that may indicate where Nicola is or what happened to her.
That's sad, man.
Yeah, man. Horrible. Oh, yeah. Also, the
That's
last,
so funny.
the last thing as well. Yeah. This is a sad one, man. Trigger warning here. The good brother Chijok here, man, and your Igbo people are here. Listen.
What, Chichika, you wilding?
No. You know. Basically, the headline is not making Igbo people look good. 'Cause you know
Okay.
how basically every single tribe, every group of people on the planet have some type of stigma, right? I'm pretty sure when I read this, you're gonna hear, especially back home, Nigerians have put this onto a lot of Igbo people, and this doesn't make it any better, right? And basically, a court has heard, trigger warning here, that a hospital interpreter tried to persuade doctors to approve an illegal kidney transplant for the daughter of a Nigerian politician.
No, in this UK.
I'm telling you.
No, in this UK.
I'm telling you.
No, they can't be. The foolishness they do back home, they think they can come, Nigerians think
This
they
is
can
what I'm
come here
saying.
and do the same thing here.
Nigerian politician, you know. He's a known guy.
Of course, they have no shame.
But yeah. Evelyn Ebere Agbasonu allegedly asked for 1,500 to help secure Sonia Ekweremadu's £80,000 transplant at North London Hospital in February of last year.
£1,500.
Yeah, that's what she wanted, to be the facilitator. Yeah.
You did that so low.
The prosecution claims that the procedure was not legal as the organ donor had no altruistic motive or family connection with the recipient. 4 defendants denied the allegations. Miss Ekweremadu, who's 25, her father Ike, who's 60, who's the politician, and her mother Abish, who's 56, who all have addresses in Wilson Green, are standing trial. Dr. Obina Albeta, who's 50, from Southwark, who has been described as the medical middleman, has also been accused of the charges. The Old Bailey has been told that the transactional deal had involved a 21-year-old donor.
Test it.
Yeah, a 21-year-old donor who was a street trader in Lagos, who agreed to the harvesting of his body parts for up to £7,000 and a promise of opportunities in the UK. Miss Agbasonu was a long-standing member of staff at the Royal Free Hospital in Hampstead, where she worked as a medical secretary. She had stepped in to interpret Igbo, right, during an initial meeting on the 24th of February between Dr. Peter DuPont and the donor from Nigeria who spoke little English. The consultant had concluded that the young man, who cannot be named for legal reasons, was not an appropriate candidate and appeared relieved that the transplant will not go ahead. This is what the court's hearing. There's so much more to the story.
I remember this.
Is it sure? I think it's a new one, you know.
It might be a new one, you know.
Or maybe you did hear about it. It did happen last year anyway. But yeah, it's a new situation. They're in court. They're in facing trial now. There's a lot more to the story. It will take me forever to get into it. But basically, I'm not sure if you heard it. The guy, they got him from Lagos. They got him from Lagos. The
Yeah, I
donor.
feel like he was trafficked, innit? He would have been.
Well, they asked him.
That's what they say though. But if you think about how they ask you, is it because he's going to be from a poor background?
Yeah.
Probably from his parents live in a village. So they probably said to his parents that they're going to they're going to take him there. I think it's like they're going to take him there to get him education, and we're going to take care of him whatever.
Everything you said.
Because the thing is, we need to start calling a spade about stuff back home.
Yeah.
All this house girl, house boy, blah blah blah. It is child trafficking. When they're a certain age, it is child trafficking. That's what it is. So with this kid, I'm sure I don't think the parents would have given consent. Actually, you never know. But yeah, do you know what I mean? And the fact that he was scared as well.
Yeah. Because he didn't want to go through with it, innit?
Of course, he didn't want to go because I probably didn't get his consent.
No, but the thing is though, he's probably hearing you can survive with one kidney, innit? Give me 7K and an opportunity to be in the UK. For him, in that impoverished background, he's got environment he's in. You know what I'm saying? It makes him a good deal.
Yeah, but then what? But he didn't want to go through with it.
Well, he didn't want to really. Ideally, he wouldn't want to, innit?
No, but ideally, if a situation is presented to you that can change your life,
Yeah.
you're happy even presented itself. For me, the fact that he didn't want to go through it is because his kidney was just being used. He wasn't going to get the money. He wasn't going to get anything. I don't think the decision was his to make. It was never his to make. I don't actually think he put himself forward. I really don't. The way the culture is, if I'm going to be honest and not be biased, that boy did not have anything to do with anything. Either his parents put him up to it, volunteered his kidney, or it was a case where they told his parents they're going to do something else, and then this is what they wanted to do.
But the thing is, I don't want to perpetrate like stupid what's the word, stereotypes, right?
Yeah.
And again, Jujoke, please confirm in the chat.
Yeah, you
or
need
not,
to
yeah.
act in JJK.
No, only because sorry. Only because obviously he's able, innit?
Yeah.
Right? I'm not able, so I can't really speak about this particular thing, right? But there is a narrative back
Like,
home.
Igbos love money. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, but also the whole selling of body parts. Because a lot of, you know what I'm saying? And so you can't necessarily just say, that he maybe it was against his will. He might have thought, you know what, yes, I don't want this to be the case, but I'm going to be paid and I'm going to have an opportunity. I can look after my family.
But you know what? That's exactly why I don't think it was his real. Because think about Nigerians, Nigerians back home that are struggling, right?
Yeah.
The ones that are struggling, they want any kind of out.
Yeah.
Any kind of out. People are out here hanging on to planes.
Yeah.
Do you get what I mean? So you're telling me that someone's been offered an out. You get to live in this country, work 7K, and all you have to give up is a kidney. Listen, I know Nigerians enough to know that Nigerians would have taken less for a kidney. Do you get what I mean? So I don't believe that if he had that out like that, it was a case where he doesn't want to go through with it. He doesn't want to go through with it for a reason. And I believe that's because he was coerced for it. Nigerians have been offered less, have given more, offered less, for less.
Sad.
Do you get what I mean? But I know that the organ trafficking thing though is mad at the moment in Nigeria though. But I don't know if it's that just a tribal thing. I think it's just Nigerians.
Yeah. But I'm just saying that the stereotype, the narrative out there is.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I heard it.
I thought it was the Calabar people. You know they eat
What dog? They're gonna say?
I thought they eat humans.
Oh, is it? I've not heard that before.
Maybe I made that up.
I think dog is a delicacy though. I heard.
Yeah, apparently I've heard that.
Yeah,
actually, to be
yeah.
fair. Yeah.
But anyway, yeah.
It's
It's
mad,
just
man.
sad, man. It's just bloody sad. Hopefully they deal with this guy though.
Yeah, I hope
The
so.
actual senator. Because you can't be doing these type of things, man. But yeah.
Trust me.
What happened?
Zainab said they would give 2 kidneys. Listen, I just give anything for a bit of opportunity. I know, again, obviously that just shows the level of desperation and how bad things are. But that's a sad situation. And the thing is, again, when you think about the fact that politicians and blah, blah, in Nigeria, like, you're either somebody or you're not. And when you're not somebody, and when you're not who who people think you should be somebody, you're treated like dirt. So if that guy came from a poor family, they definitely didn't get his consent.
Sad.
It's sickening.
All right. So our last headline here, trigger warning here also. But basically, a report has been done by the UN, or the UNDP, which is the UN's development program. And based on interviews with hundreds of former fighters, like in certain armies throughout sub-Saharan Africa, what they're basically saying is that the lack of employment is what is really driving people to join these fast-growing armed groups.
Someone's breaking in.
And not necessarily religious reasons, right? They said while worldwide deaths from terrorism have declined in the last 5 years, deaths in sub-Saharan Africa have risen, making it the global epicenter of attacks. Countries from East to West Africa have seen armed groups take over large swaths of territory, displacing millions, eroding faith in democratic government, and causing widespread hunger. The Sahel region has been the most affected as groups linked to Al-Qaeda and ISIS expand their attacks in one of the world's poorest regions. The UNDP report found that 25% of voluntary recruits to such groups cited needing money as their primary reason for joining, while 22% cited wanting to join their family and friends, and 17% because of religious ideas. At the same time, nearly half of the respondents said that there was a tipping point that pushed them to join, such as the killing or arrest of family members by state security forces. The study was based on interviews with more than 2,000 individuals, and these people came from countries like Burkina Faso, Cameroon, Chad, Mali, Nigeria, Somalia, and Sudan. Yeah.
You get paid to be a terrorist?
Sometimes, yeah. But you wouldn't necessarily see it as being a terrorist, innit?
You're a helper.
But they give you look after your family because you're not going to be there. You know what I'm saying?
Damn
So
right.
it's like, okay, look, we'll take care of so and so. Join the army. Let's fight for our freedom. That type
I
of
think that's the highest level of trust, you know. For you to put yourself forward for something, not even just this, but anything in different situations people do this in, but to put yourself forward and taking someone's word that they're going to take care of your family when you're gone.
But then again, they may do it
They're
before.
proof of that.
They may do it before. Because they know if you don't agree, we'll kill you anyway. You know what I'm saying? And we'll take the money back or kill your family too. Like those type of people there, you don't mess about with. But it just highlights to me what I always say to people, yeah? Economics is life. And life is economics, man. It's the most important thing. Like, if everyone's economic status on the planet was fantastic, religion, we down here. People won't care. I'm telling you for a fact. They won't care.
No, because to be fair, the religion is used as a
That's it.
as a way to it's different. Like that in itself is become economic way of life. It's a
100%.
job for people.
100%.
Some people actually lose their jobs and say, "Ah, it's fine. I'll just be a pastor."
Yeah. And what do? They sell dreams. They sell hope to people. And people who don't have, find a way to have and give to the church or to the mosque or to wherever they go.
Do you know how many people like are actually in debt because they give their money to like wherever religious leaders told them to give the money, or they had savings, like this was their pension. They've been saving all their life, and then for miracles.
Yeah, 100%.
And that what's it called? Olive oil with black currant.
Can you imagine?
And that they give you talk about is anointing oil.
Can you imagine?
And them dead ass 10 for a pound handkerchiefs.
Handkerchiefs as well. Can you imagine?
You're down bad.
What are we doing there?
Hate
man?
to see it.
And
hate to see it.
It's not done to white people though.
It is, you know.
Not to the degree of like us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's because we are in our culture. But the white people too, they be believing their own.
But they're not.
So tell us, what do they do in white church? How's it go?
I don't know. I go to a real church that Jesus recognizes.
The white church.
But but white churches as well. Some of them have their own thing. Because where do you think the black churches got this from?
Where do you think they got it from? From here?
All the big top cult leaders are white. Where do you think they got these things from?
That's a very good point.
Trickle down.
That's a very good
trickle
point.
down
Yeah, it
economics.
is. When you actually,
It's true, you know.
I'll be honest with you, when I learned this, when sixth form, when I studied cults and sex and all that kind of stuff, religion and sociology, right, and in uni as well, the big guys that was doing the scamming, I never had one black case study. They were all white. Do you get what I mean? And this is where they all get it from. All that flashes that they all get. Unfortunately, obviously, some of them use white, some of them use black people and because of desperation in the community, blah blah. But a lot of them as well, a lot of situations as well. Those white cult leaders that have like a land where literally only people from the church live in the land, and then on one day the police authority goes there and they see that everybody's dead because the pastor told them we can all die at the same time, and then the pastors sleep with everybody, and everyone in the garden and in the community in the compound is his daughter or his wife or his sister wife or they're all white.
Why do they always do that? They always like they get an allotment, so they make sure they're planting tomatoes and things. They make sure there's tomatoes and potatoes and things because that's vital. And they're slamming up all the things as well. Yep. You get me on a Jesus flow. Like, this is what God wanted. You get me? They've actually got a pattern. Being like a cult leader is lit. It's actually lit. Yeah.
I did not think that's what your sentence was going to end. But it's mad. It's so bad to me.
It's bare white people.
It is. That's what I'm saying. A lot of the black ones learnt from the white people. Yeah. They did. It's just, us, we always have two heads. We had to just take it a step further. Yeah. But a lot of them learnt from the white people.
Look at Malachi York?
No.
I don't know that name again.
Malachi Z. York. He's part of the Nuwapians. It's like a group, they moved to Atlanta. Had bare different organizations, right? He did a bit of Islam, he did a bit of Christianity.
He said I could do everything.
And then he moved on to the whole Kemet thing, moved to Atlanta, I believe. Had a whole pyramid built on the land. People came down. But all the while, again, people say allegedly. It's not alleged. But anyway, he's in prison right now doing crazy numbers.
What, for an alleged crime? Sure, exactly.
This guy was abusing children.
Really?
Boys and girls, yeah. Mad young. Yeah. His followers to this day believe he's innocent, was framed, and that he's coming out of prison this year. This year has been this year for years, by the way.
Now, I'll be honest, the delusion, behind, really, oh my God, the delusion behind religion is actually very, very mad and very deep. It's so crazy to me.
Yeah.
And they literally step away from, because I watch documentaries as well where there's families speaking out and they're like, she just cut everybody off and they literally, it's crazy. There's even someone that will give everybody the same name. They all have the same, it's mad to me. It's mad to me.
And also, just a quick thing for thingy. Like you said, with the Christians as well. Kenneth Copeland.
Yes, Kenneth Copeland.
He's one of the main
I remember
guys.
him. I studied him.
Yeah, so before you get the Creflo Dollars and all them type of guys.
Kenneth Copeland?
Yeah. Laid the thingy.
He laid the foundation for that one. He's there.
So you're 100% right, still, man.
It's mad.
I'm telling you.
Oh, shame, man.
But yeah, that's the end of the headlines.
Thank you very much. Let's get into the reaction.
Alright, what are we reacting to today, guys?
Did you work that? Or you what?
Oh, yeah, because I don't know how I can read and work the cameras at the same time. Give you something to do. This is a bit where you
give you something to do.
This is a bit where you just get your laptop out anyway and just start cooking. Just all the time, just catching up on network.
Hey.
What are we talking about today? There was FA Cup results yesterday. They were crap. I don't think anybody cares. But I will big up the Chef U boys, because we had Rianne Brewster and Jana Bogle and Noel Behaviour this week. Make sure go check it out if you haven't checked it out.
Check it out.
And they beat Wrexham, so I think that's lined up a trip, next FA Cup tie to Spurs, I believe. I'm not sure if it's home or away, but I'm going to ask you for tickets. I will be there, whether it's home or away. Period. I will be there. So that's big drip. In other news, you see what's going on with Man City? Have you seen?
Oh, what, the allegations and stuff?
They're saying, are the other clubs hating on Man City? Let's get into this.
Yep.
Premier League clubs want Man City to be kicked out of the division if they are found guilty of breaking rules over 9 seasons. City said on Monday they were surprised to have been charged by the Premier League with 101 alleged breaches of financial rules spanning from 2009 to 2018. The Premier League's most severe punishment in these circumstances would be to expel City, and it has been reported that the English Football League would be under no obligation to accept them. There is a feeling that taking away City's titles retrospectively would be meaningless and cause confusion. but a fine is also not likely to have much of an effect. The clubs who had been pressing hardest for action until Monday were some other members of the so-called Big Six, which includes Manchester United, Liverpool, Arsenal, Chelsea, and Tottenham. There will not be much sympathy for City, who have won the Premier League 6 times in the last 11 years, if they are found guilty. Premier League clubs do not want to get involved in the process, which is in the hands of an independent commission. So yeah, they be doing it. It's you know what I've been thinking about it, yeah? Derby had a few breaches in the Football League, yeah. Would have been like 3 or 4 or something like this. They got deducted 30-something points, I think.
How long ago was this though?
This was a few years ago while Rooney was there.
Serious?
Yeah, they got deducted 30-something points.
Wow.
This is 101 alleged breaches, yeah. They're not going to beat all of them. Like, even if like 20, like what? Because I was having this conversation the other day. I was saying they're not going to relegate them. They can't do that. It's too bad for the league.
Too much, yeah.
But man is saying like, nah. If they're going to use the full weight of the law, all the options are on the table. They're saying like 100-something breaches is just ridiculous. You get me? We've seen teams get in trouble for a couple of breaches. So what then? I don't know how it looks. I wouldn't want them to leave the league.
That's what I was going to say to you, man.
Yeah. I wouldn't want them to leave the league.
If they left the league, though, do you feel it will be like one of those Juventus type situations? Everyone just leaves.
I don't know, because the ownership might say, fuck this and get out of there. Even when Rangers got in trouble, it weren't just one division. Rangers dropped to the bottom division. So imagine they try to push them down to League 2. The revenue, that changes the revenue, they have to change everything. Then the owners might be on some, I don't know if they probably do have the infrastructure to get black straight away. Not straight away, but you get me? But it's a big ask.
Yeah.
It's long. And again, I wouldn't want to see that. I wouldn't want to watch United and Arsenal and that scrapping it out for leagues at the top of the league, going on like they're bad because City got relegated.
Yeah, relegated.
I wouldn't like that. Like, let's not do that, because then all these leagues are tainted to me. They don't mean shit. You get what I'm trying to say? So I wouldn't want to see that. In Manchester United news, we have here: will Man United go for Kane or Eshiman in the summer? I don't think we go for Eshiman. He's like Aaron Wan-Bissaka up top, man. That's not what we want. We need an absolute baller. But I'll give you some inside scoop. I heard United and Kane had conversations that went very well. Would I say last season or beginning of this season? I don't know. They had conversations that went very well. But now they've been putting out the stories about the Osherman and stuff like that, yeah? Harry Kane's camp not feeling it.
Serious?
Yeah, they want to be number one or nothing. So now he's potentially flirting with signing that new contract with Spurs. I don't know if he does it or not.
Is Osimhen like a big enough threat to kind of make Kane feel like, you know what, I'm going to be second place at Man United?
They wouldn't get both of them. Osimhen will cost about 100 million plus. He's serious though, Osimhen. I don't want no African players though.
Why?
Because they
fit.
Huh?
Why? Because what?
Because they got African nations.
African nations.
In like January and that, and I don't need that shit. My club don't need that shit. Get me? January, you know. Who the hell? What the fuck are you doing? Why can't you wait till the summer? Like January, you want me to take my players? No, don't sign African players. If you want to win anything, if you're serious, don't sign African players, because they're gonna go African nations. That's ridiculous. So I don't. I'm just saying.
If there's enough depth to the team, if there's enough depth to the team though.
You're a star player. You're a big boy striker. He's slamming out all these goals. He's got to go for a whole month in January. Nah. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. Also, in other United news.
Wait a minute though. But then doesn't the game stop anyway, because everyone else's team that's got Africans in there who go back for the African Cup of Nations have to go back?
No, the Africans just go and play. Everyone keeps playing.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
It's not like World Cup. Yeah.
In other United news, they're readying a big bid from Qatar. They're readying a big bid from Qatar. They're looking to buy United. They're looking to give Ten Hag the money he needs to take Man United back to the top. They want to put money into Old Trafford, whether it be renovate it or get them a whole new site. They're talking big drip. They're saying they're guaranteed no one ain't matching our offer.
Yeah,
whatever offer we put in is going to blow man out of the water. Why?
Wow.
You get me? That's what they're saying. That's how they're talking. I think there is stumbling blocks there because, you know, it'd have to be from different people because Qatar got Paris, innit? Okay. Qatar got PSG. So it can't be the same owners because they'll meet in Europe and you can't own clubs in the same competition. So it might have to be like some next Qatari man. But still, it's a good look. I don't want Qatar. I want Kuwait.
Oh, is it?
Oh yeah, Kuwait.
Why?
'Cause they got real money. I want real money. I told you. I want human trafficking, human rights. I want that real human rights bread. I want that blood diamond kind of peas. You know, like that real. Yeah, man. I want no legit money. I want proper bad blood money. Because you know it's long.
Yeah,
no,
exactly.
that's just real money.
For real. It's
You get me? I want oil and thing. Qatar got beef with Abu Dhabi, and that rivalry would be good. City United, Abu Dhabi, Qatar.
True.
You get me?
True.
And then Qatar also got beef with the Saudis, and Newcastle's there. So there's going to be a Middle Eastern war in the Prem. I think it's happening. They want to get it done quick. I think it's happening.
But yeah. I mean, they're definitely on it though. So yeah, I don't see why not. But saying that, yeah, do you feel like they may say, you know what, Ten Hag is not up to the job for the things we want of this club?
Nah, they've come out and they've talked about. They spoke up Ten Hag already. They like him. He's an elite manager, man.
Okay.
Gaffer, man, big up Ten Hag. So yeah, hopefully United get that done and we get that bread. That is different. Then I might just move to Manchester. I'm gonna have to do TJ remotely, boy. Real life. And last on the docket in our sports news is LeBron finally does it. He is the all-time point scorer in the NBA. He holds the record. I think he done that last night. He surpassed Kareem Abdul-Jabbar for a total of 38,387 points in 20 seasons. That is serious. Crazy. Also, what you might not know if you're not basketball fans, that LeBron is fourth on the all-time assist list. That's serious. That is serious stuff. I don't know how your GOAT arguments go. I'd probably lean more towards Jordan. I don't know why, but no one's never gonna do this stuff that this guy's done ever again. No one's ever been like LeBron. Anyway, like regardless of whether you think he's better than Jordan or whether you think he's the GOAT. Anyway, like you ain't seen this shit. This stuff this guy's done. This guy's 38. He's on his 20th season. I think he's averaging like 30 points a game this year. Like no one don't do this shit. Like, no one plays like this. No one. And he looks like he can go to 40. It looks like he might even play with his youth.
That's crazy, you know.
That's big drip. Yeah, nah, man. So that was cold, man. Big up LeBron, man.
Yeah, man. Congrats to him.
Big up LeBron, man. Congratulations, man. They lost though, but
yeah.
it's an afterthought. It doesn't matter. We were there to celebrate LeBron. So he's the all-time scorer in the NBA. I don't think I will see another one in my lifetime.
Yeah, probably not, man.
No, I don't think I will.
Nah, because Kareem Abdul-Jabbar,
He's had it since the 80s.
for decades.
He's had it since 83.
Yeah.
Did he break that in 83 or something like that? 83 or 84 or something.
So like 40 years.
Ridiculous.
Mad, yeah.
So yeah, that's the end of our sports news. Let's get into Done Out Here. I was going to send something in and I couldn't find it, when I was looking for it. We need to update this. Madonna blames long lens for how she looked at the Grammys. Can I just say,
No, girl.
these pictures of Madonna going around, are scary.
Don't you think she's like a white Lil Kim?
I see it.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
I see it.
Yep.
I see it. But what's she doing? She's blaming the camera. You know what? Yeah, I think there's a lot to be said for aging gracefully. You get me? And I know like
It's underrated.
it is underrated, and I know it's different for women. I know like them biological clocks and things, and I get it. So I guess it's harder to grow older. Like men don't really feel like that for the most part, innit? Like we just get old and we just get old. If we're gonna bald, if our stomachs are gonna get big and that, we get the wrinkles in our face, and I think we just take it for the most part. We're not really supposed to be sexy. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, so it's just like, this is my story. I'll just hug it. I mean, for women, I could understand how when you was 19, Leonardo DiCaprio would have been all over you. You get me? And Now you're just there with the crow's feet, no one on you. You get me? And I can see how you could be led towards
We're upset about this.
the knife. But sometimes you just get it wrong, man. And it's just, you just do more damage than good. And there's just no need. Because I've never really been attracted to Madonna like that.
Imagine how Drake feels.
But she wasn't the worst in the world, was she? She was like a little cute little blondie thing, just all right.
Yeah, prime, yeah.
You know, prime minute. Like I'm looking at her now, and you're right, you know, it's like a white little Kim.
Yeah.
Do you know what she looks like? You know that clown on Saw?
Oh, what's his name?
It's a Jigsaw.
Jigsaw. It is, she got the Jigsaw cheekbones.
Yeah.
Where's Brent? I wish we could have put her up on the screen.
Crazy.
Who's this? Who is this?
I don't know, you know.
What is this?
Marks, I know as much as you do. I don't know who that is.
Is that a girl? Or
It's a girl.
it's a girl?
Do you know, man? That's in a music video. Sorry, that was a screenshot from a music video. So I was watching Piers
So
Morgan.
she's tonguing the girl in the music video. For why?
Edgy.
Okay. Well, she's
Yeah.
been like that from
Exactly.
before. She got a book called Sex, innit?
Yeah,
How was it?
she does. Yeah.
Yeah, she dropped that in like the 80s.
Yeah.
She has been at the forefront of this
Everyone
stuff.
spoke about this not too long ago. About I think there was something to do with it.
Oh, she brought it up when Cardi been beef with Cardi and all that.
Yes, that's it. Yeah. Yeah. I was watching Piers Morgan yesterday, and he was talking about the whole Sam Smith stuff, and he was like, "I know that everyone, you know, is talking about this, but he was like, what's really on my heart to talk about is how Madonna looked." He's so rude. But what's killing me is that Madonna's saying that is the camera lens, yeah, but she took a picture of Sam Smith. She's exactly the same, and that's a selfie. So is it Sam's iPhone then? Maybe.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
Sad, man.
It ain't it.
She's delusional.
She's what?
Delusional.
No, but she looks like a demon.
Yeah.
It's an
Like-
edgy look.
No, but it's not. I just don't understand. And then you see what it is when people do surgery. Yeah? So do they look at themselves and they see what we see, and then they want to fix it again?
That's what I think, yeah.
So then it just keeps getting worse.
I'll be honest with you. I don't think that sometimes people see what it is that we see. In their minds, they think they look good. Have you ever heard?
No. Because they didn't hit it. Because if they hit it, they wouldn't go back.
Continue.
They wouldn't continue. So they don't see what we. They must see what we see.
I think
No, 'cause
before it gets
sometimes
to that
people-
point, though,
Go on.
before it gets to that point, they see improvements. And they're like, ooh, I can keep improving.
That's it.
And then it gets to that point where it's like, wait a minute, this went wrong. I need to fix this now. And then you start
then you
going
can't fix it.
downhill. Yeah.
You've hit it right, the nail on the head. That's exactly what it is. It's improvement. So they see what we see, but also you got to think that they will just feel like you have no taste. You don't know good things. Do you get what I mean? Because some people get stuff done, and you're looking like, what the hell? But they feel like they look good.
I see this woman walking down the road the other day, and she's got Madonna cheekbones and stuff, yeah. And she's you could tell she's mid to late 40s, early 50s top whack, yeah. She's fake boobed up, some white woman fake boobed up,
Boobed up.
yeah, like moving hella breasty and some gym gear and that, so you could see she's with the time because she knows what it's like to look young in it. She wants to present like that in it. You know what I'm trying to say? That I don't know if it's the yummy mummy shit or whatever, but this is the look she's going for.
Yummy Mummy takes me out.
Yeah, but
love
her whole face is
Aged.
yeah, but it's plastic surgery.
Okay, yeah,
up,
yeah.
You get me? But it's meaty now. The cheekbone, like everything, she's cooked.
It's not sitting right.
Yeah, but I'm saying there's no way she looks in the mirror and she doesn't see what I see.
Yeah.
I promise you, she doesn't.
No, she has to.
I promise you. Do you know what it is? Have you ever heard? So basically, years ago, I read something somewhere. I'm not sure if it's true, but apparently, we don't look how when we look in the mirror, you don't look like that,
Wait, so I look better than this?
or you may look worse. But
Stretch.
the girls be loving you, so I think you might look better.
Oh, that's crazy.
Do you know what I mean? So yeah, because apparently we actually don't. We would never know what we actually look like from other people's lenses. Like you wouldn't know. Do you get what I mean? Because sometimes I look at pictures of myself. I said, "Damn, girl."
I never
Your
thought
fine
about
ass.
that. Let's talk about. So do we not actually know what we look like?
Right.
I believe we don't. Personally, I don't really do. Because when I think about, because also think about it, yeah. Because remember I told you guys about my whole. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, I feel so fat. Like I actually, when I look in the mirror, I see myself chubby, and then it's like, but you're not.
That's
So
crazy.
I really believe that.
Because sometimes when I hear something like that, I don't believe it. It's like, you can't see yourself as fat. No way.
Let me,
You know what I'm saying?
let me tell you why, yeah. Because also, then basically what happens is that sometimes, so I took a picture recently, right? I went out recently. I looked at myself, I was like, I look skinny. Like, I look slim in that picture. But I promise you, when I looked in the mirror before I left my house, that is not, like, the way I look in the picture, as in my body weight, is not what is in my head when I looked in the mirror. Yeah. I did not look that size. So sometimes when I look at pictures, I'm like, oh, my arms are quite this. It's weird. It's actually very weird.
It's tough, man. See, you're not going through it, man. I see women in dream clothes
too much.
jogging their life, but where are you running to?
Listen,
Where are you going?
it's actually sad.
You're practicing for marathon. You don't need. There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
But she's seeing stuff there.
Where?
It's sad, man.
It's mad.
Madonna's going through it. At the end of the day, is it? You know what it is. I'm not going to done it for her looks, yeah, because that is what it is, yeah. But just for her being in denial and blaming the camera, blaming the long lens of the camera, but then we see the selfie and you look.
She's silly for that.
You look exactly the same. Like, this is you.
She's
babe.
very childish. I can't believe she did that. She's very silly for that.
This is definitely you, babes. I want to see you and Little Kim link up and do that Little Kim dance.
Side by side.
Side by side, yeah. That'll be.
That. Lil' Kim is iconic for that, you know. Between her, Mary J. Blige,
My life will be complete. I need to see Little Kim and Madonna link up and do that dance.
doing that dance.
And I've clocked life. That's what I want to see. They're sick. It's sad, man.
She tried to even blame. She tried to say, "Oh, it's ageism."
Ageism.
Yeah,
Now, girl, I know you're lying.
and everyone being misogynistic.
Yeah, no, she's cooked.
Do you know what I do think is weird that, like, I don't understand. Obviously, I get that you want to look presentable, you want to look good, blah, blah. But I do think it's weird that people want to look like you're 50, but you want to look 20. I think that's very weird. Do you get what I mean? Like, you're growing. You don't have to look down bad.
Yeah, true.
But look your age. I always find that weird. I don't want to be 50 looking 20.
Yeah, exactly. You just want to look at good
I just
50.
want to be a good 50.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, man.
It's getting so actuals, man. Madonna, man, you're done it here, man. Get better lenses.
That's right. All right, guys, thank you very much for tuning in. Please like the video. Like's a bit low today, so like the video, subscribe to the channel, do all that great stuff, share it on your social. It stays up. Share the petition as well. Don't forget to go back in your email to make sure that your petition is defo signed. Otherwise, they actually remove your signature if you don't confirm, because they think it's a bot basically that's done it. Follow us on our social media platforms. The day after TNB. Like, comment, share videos, do all that great stuff. If you want to send voice notes and text in, the number is 075 6484 1073. If you'd like to inquire about the show or feature on the show, the email address is thedayafter@thenewblack.com. We will see you guys tomorrow. Have a great Wednesday.
Peace.